that penny on there is from Charlotte, and it's got the date we met on the penny. So it's like she gave me a penny for our anniversary, and the penny had yeah. So the penny's got the date engraved. It's the date we met. All right. We got 26 people in here. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking real good. I'm going to introduce this guy in a moment. Let's let this build up a little bit. Okay. YZTC, what's up, brother? I really appreciate this man right here. He's been watching a long time. Always comments. Just hell of a guy, you know?
Buckle up.
What's up, Huston? Huston. I be Huston, bitch. Yo, I'm buckled up in my car seat, son. Okay, that's probably smart. All right. Welcome, guys. We're gonna get some more people in here, and then we'll get the show cooking. I got $1.99. I'm gonna pay the rent today from Rough Girl. Whenever an NC comes skydiving with me, oh, you are smoking. I'm good, dude. Let me put it to you this way: if I want to shit my pants, rather do it in the comfortability on the in my own home. I don't know about midair. I might shit his pants. You know what I'm saying? Get your rolling papers ready, and thanks for the $2. I really appreciate that. We'll wait till we get a little more people in here, and then we're gonna get this thing rolling here. What's up, Alberto? How you doing, brother? Rough Girl, Stop the Elites. I really appreciate you, my man. One of Patreon members. I'm actually cooking up some first video for the Patreon. Hopefully it'll be done soon. I'm waiting on somebody to send me some footage. I did stand-up the other night. Went really well. Did stand-up comedy at a Best Western. I know. I was thinking the same thing. It was actually a good show, though. Oh, me and Taco were laughing at this. All right, looks like we got 65 people in here. I'll just have to introduce him all night. This is my best friend, Joe Taco. He's going to be coming on board for the live streams. He's going to be my co-captain. Okay. He's going to be tonight's just a test run. I'm going to show him kind of how to operate this shit. And then he's going to be kind of in charge of the comments and all that. So that when I'm talking with you guys, I'm not also looking at the chat and then next thing you know, I'm like, wait, what'd you say? I'm too busy reading this. All right, so this one's from Ennis. He goes, thanks for the $10, by the way. He goes, I'm tuned in while in the hospital trying to get treatment for these forehead lumps and missing teeth. Okay. Because got into a scrap with a little dude on the city bus for stomping on my shoes and got dish ragged real bad. Dish ragged. That's what he's dish ragged. Makes all the sense in the world now.
Ragged.
Yeah, we thought you were like dish ragged or like the fuck.
Dish ragged.
Wait, what did you say? Beat his ass for what?
No,
it's okay. Say it. We're jokey jokes.
No. I was just like, damn. I was like, with a word like that, I was like, we probably would have gotten a scuffle just over that word.
just over your vocabulary, dude.
It's okay though. I'm not 5'3".
No, he goes, who would have thought this little 5'3" guy had hands like Goku? That's rich, dude. Sorry you're in the hospital. That's terrible. I actually have a couple fake teeth. I've been jumped before. Not fun. Fort Lauderdale in the house. What's up? Everybody coming in. We're about to get the show rolling here. Just kind of reading through some of these comments. It's all good, though. Jack, be careful out here, man. Yeah, well, I'm going to make sure anybody in that 5'3" bracket on a city bus, I'm just not going to say anything to them. Hope everyone having a good night. What's up? What's up, Monique? Adam DNA. What's going on, brother? Oh, Jesus Christ. See what happens here? Gotta be careful. All right, who else do we got in here? We got a super sticker from Helena. I'm not quite sure how to say that, but thank you for the $15. Bless your soul. What else we got? Jessica, come on in here, sister. Get on in here. All right. Just welcome. You don't have to take your shoes off and walk around, take a seat. Sorry. Here we go. Lucifer. Okay, he's rocking with the devil. Okay. What's up, brother? I appreciate you. You guys are everyone that's new to the channel and everyone who's been here a while. I've been going through the comments and stuff. I noticed a lot of your at names, and I really appreciate you guys commenting on everything. Bum, 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 bum. Maria. Where are you from? I'm guessing New York or Boston. Wrong. From South Florida. But my parents are from Chicago and Detroit. So it makes sense. I sound like them. What's up, Jack Jones? All right, looks like we got a lot of people in here. Do a little recap here. Let's see. See what I mean though? So if I start talking to him about this stuff, I'm just kind of like training him while we're doing this. So just bear with us. But you see how it's like fucking there's so many of them. So it's kind of like once we get the new setup, you'll be able to just pop this shit in here. So it's simple. You just click it, boom, it pops up just like that. Bang.
Okay.
Checking in from Southern California. Love the show. Just found y'all. Thank goodness. Oh, looks like we got enough people in here. Red Leather Podcast, your grandma's favorite podcast, your uncle's favorite podcast, Dennis Quaid's favorite podcast. Dennis Quaid, allegedly. No, but so I did a stand-up show the other day at this Best Western, right? And I wish you could have been there.
Like for real, the Best Western.
You might have to. Can you guys hear Taco okay?
Let us know.
Yeah. No, just because if you keep it out here, it's like this mic, the way it's set up, they won't be able to hear you that well. You kind of got to be like, it's got to be right there, like you're about to take it in the mouth. But yeah, the Best Western though, it was a great show. I recorded it on my phone, but it was so dark in there, the quality was just ass. But they were filming with a good camera, so the guy said he was going to send it to me. I even offered him some money. But we'll see. Some people I'm hoping I get it because I really want to post it. We can hear Taco fine. Oh, Chris, somebody was just talking about you in the comments recently. I was going through some comments today saying, where's Chris been? Get him back on. He's got financial advice. And I was like, don't worry. Chris is busy. Okay. He owns a business. Okay. What do you expect me to just come on my live all the time? He knows what he's doing. What's up? What's up, Caleb? Jack, how is it going? How have you been? It's going great. It's going wonderful. I'm bringing Taco aboard. Keep you guys kind of posted before I send out the link. If you're new here, I'm going to send out a link in the chat. And anybody that wants to come on, you could just have a phone. You can click the link and you could pop on live and talk your shit. We'll get there in a minute. But basically what I'm doing is Taco's coming on board now that we're things are starting to roll, and basically he's going to be my co-captain on the live, help me out so we can, I don't want to, I feel like I'm neglecting your comments in the live. So that will really help. And he's also funny. He's my best friend. So he's got some shit. He could talk some shit, a lot of life lessons we've been through together. Oh yeah. And so that's why he's here. He's also going to help me edit it, like reels and stuff like that for Instagram and all that. That way, by the time, money's coming in, he's basically an intern right now. That's basically it. And then eventually down the road, and with you guys and all your donations, the Patreon, and then, be able to we both don't want jobs. That's it. And if I'm going to I'm going to have to hire somebody anyways down the road. So it may as well be him. Let me see. Did you stop smoking weed? Yeah, I mean, I smoke once in a while. We actually smoked last night. I was blitzed. Jesus Christ. But really, I don't smoke a lot though. I'd say like 10, 15 times a year, maybe like once a month. But not every day. We wouldn't even be here talking if I was smoking every day. Let me see. Hey, Jack, I'm watching with my 5-year-old daughter. Can you say, hey, Violet? It would freak her out. Hey, Violet, I'm coming for you. I'm just kidding. That was kind of weird. All right. I think we've got enough people in here. Welcome, everyone. I'm going to send out a link right now. Anybody that wants to jump in, hop on here. We can, just have a good time, vent it out, and we'll get the conversation going. And everyone new in here, this is Joe Taco. He's going to be my co-captain on the live streams. Yeah, so anybody who wants to jump in, just click that link and we'll get this party rolling. Jack is as fine as funny. Oh, stop it.
Oh, you.
Oh, you little. I'll take it. I'll take it. You know. He goes, Taco. Am I the only one who think Jack looks like a young Sean Penn? I mean that in the most complimentary way.
No, he does. But
I do.
if I could be honest, maybe the more better looking version.
Beauty subjective. I'm gonna say that 1,000 more times in my lifetime.
Can't say he looks like the ripoff version.
No, you can't. All right, looks like we got our first guy coming in. Looks like we got Chris coming in. Guys, get ready. I hope you have your document. I actually got to ask him a question about an LLC thing, actually, because we're starting to make some cash off this YouTube stuff. So I gotta. All right, buckle up. Look at my hair. Fuck it, let it ride. All right, we got our first guest coming in, guys.
There he
Chris.
is. Can you hear me, my friend?
Oh, we can hear you loud and
Great.
clear.
I'm relaxing. Beautiful Sunday night here in New Jersey.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
What's
Great
the
question.
weather? What's the weather over there right now?
It was beautiful today. I like it. It was about 48 degrees most of the day, clear, sunny. Did a lot of Christmas stuff outside for my kids and grandkids. So it was a really great day. Just non-work mode, just vegging, relaxing, getting ready for Thanksgiving, my favorite day.
Absolutely. So, Chris, I got a for everybody new in the chat, new to the live stream. This is Chris Whalen. He is a CPA. So he's a professional with roasting you on your finances and make sure your taxes are good. I actually got a question for you, Chris. I don't know if it's too late in the year to start an LLC because I'm actually starting to. I have an LLC for my reselling business, which I barely sold shit. I maybe sold $5,000 this year, but I
Okay.
still have it. Do you think I should start a new LLC for what I'm doing here?
Well, I'm so glad we're talking about it because if you're a sole member LLC running a business, there's no difference than if you were just simply a sole proprietor. You're going to still file a Schedule C on your 1040. So there is no tax benefit being a sole member LLC over just being a sole proprietor. So the benefit would eventually
Oh,
come in.
wait. Can you talk to me like a kindergartner real quick? Can you say that
Sure.
one? Like, so should I get an LLC or should I just say stuff it?
No, just if you just can have a separate checking account. I like each entity to have a separate checking account. So maybe get one in just your name at the bank. Don't tell them it's a business account and run the income and expense for this entity through there. It's going to still go on your 1040 on a Schedule C. You know what the Schedule C is?
No,
Can I
Taco,
show
any
you?
idea?
Can I show you what it is?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm only
Schedule
saying that. I'm only saying this because I've put about. Oh, who's got a? Do you have your other monitor on, Chris? Maybe you could turn that down, just because there's a little reverb
Little
from
glare.
the. No. It's
Sure.
like the noise is echoing from if you have the screen playing. If you have headphones, maybe you could put those on. That'd be great.
Okay, does that sound better?
Yeah, that sounds a lot better. Okay, perfect. Oh
I'm
man, I
just
had
going to
another
share
guy in
my
there.
just to show everybody if you can this is a Schedule C. Can you see it?
All right. Yeah, I could
So,
see
Okay.
so
it.
everyone who's a sole proprietor, meaning a sole member LLC, or simply someone working without having an LLC or a corp, they'll file this form within their 1040. Okay, so it's
Okay.
simply a profit or loss from a business. Uh-oh.
Okay, so it's a way for me to write off my stuff, basically.
Right. This will
Okay.
show you your profit and loss. You want to keep good track of your income and your expenses, total by category. Anyone wants, they could shoot me a message. I have a really good blog post for free that's all your expense categories you possibly can take. It's a really good reminder so you don't miss expenses.
Okay, awesome. Because the only reason I'm asking that is because between like these microphones, the headphones, the fucking camera thing, the computer, the shit over here, the shit over there, You know, I'm like six grand in deep. I didn't just buy everything at once. It was kind of like over time. But I was just wondering that because I'm actually starting to make a little bit of quiche thanks to all of you guys here right now. Thank you so much.
And eventually, the next real question is do I become an S corporation? Now, an S corporation is a way to save some of the FICA or self-employment tax that you pay, but usually we need to get over about 50 or 60 grand net income from the activities or your accumulated activities. And then I have a really good blog post on that. Someone can write me a message. I have a really good explanation about LLCs and everything we're talking about now, about S corps, what's the benefit, what's not. So it's like I said, if someone just sends me a message, I'll send them out some really good free detailed info.
Okay. All right, cool. So basically I should wait until I'm pulling a little bit extra, like some serious quiche before I even make a move on that is basically what you're saying.
Right, net income, right? So when you're at 50 or 60 grand net from all your self-employment activities, that's a good time to talk about S corp because it is more expensive to do an S corp return. So we want to make sure the tax savings will dwarf the extra prep cost of the return.
Okay, cool.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna get. Yeah, no, I mean, as much as it can, but I'm not near 50 grand a year yet. I mean, actually, I mean, I guess I kind of am the way it's been going, but it hasn't happened. So, um, anyways, let me read this comment real quick, Chris. This one goes, just watched your van life video. I've been living and camping in my van for several months now. Saved so much money so far. Fingers crossed. Thanks for the awesome content. Yeah, I'm glad you're actually stacking money. That's awesome because, you know, I see some people like, I'm living in my car and like shit's so difficult. I'm like, are you not working? Like, you just living in a car? This one goes, I slept in my car this summer. It was cool actually. Yeah, I lived in my car for 3 months. I got to say, it was pretty, in a strange way, it was very freeing. All right, we got another guy popping in. What's up, brother? What's your name and where are you hailing from?
I'm from Wisconsin.
Sheboygan?
Well, I put my name as their tone, but
Hold on, I think
all
he's
the
got
next above.
terrible. I think you have really bad connection. I can barely hear you.
Shit. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, 1 second.
All
Let's
right,
see if
I'm gonna
something
kick you
improves
off.
here.
I'm gonna kick you off and try and come back in. All right, he's off the show.
Somebody said, "What's his website?"
Oh, what? Chris, what's your website for everybody? Maybe you could type it in the chat.
Yeah, I did. I just typed it in there. It's just chriswhalencpa.com. Just
Chris
like my name
Whalen.
on the screen there.
Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm sending the link back in the chat for anybody who wants to jump in. Don't take it personal if I kick you off and it's not sounding good. It's nothing it's strictly business, baby. Yeah, I was just asking about the LLC because I'm trying to kind of get my chickens in a coop or whatever.
The important point is remember, the LLC is not recognized by the IRS at all. It's really called a disregarded entity. So that's why they force you as a sole member just to be a sole proprietor. Or if you and I were partners, we'd probably do a partnership return. So for federal purposes, there really is no LLC return. You have to file an already existing return that existed when LLCs were invented. It's a lot of times people don't know that.
Okay, I gotcha. I'm learning here, but I need to start learning this because I probably should have been learning this a lot more, honestly, because I've fucking tried a lot of things. Okay, let's see if we get this guy back in here. All right, try talking again. See if we can hear you.
Is that better?
Oh, that's 1,000 times better.
Good.
You're killing it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you're actually probably going to make this entire show tonight just by the quality of
Yeah,
your sound.
the hair is probably a telltale sign.
Your hair looks great. Taco was worried about his hair earlier.
Oh yeah, always.
He's covered in hot, baby. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, what's your name? How old are you? And where are you hailing from?
Well, I am in Wisconsin. I pretty much hail from everywhere because I moved around a lot growing up.
Okay.
And you can call me Tom, I guess. It's what everybody else calls me. Well, I just kind of like jumped on the YouTube and was like looking around, and I saw that you were live and you were taking, audience members, which I
Oh yeah,
jumped on top of, which I appreciate. And
gotcha.
one thing I have to say is that your content, as far as like the way that you host the content, whether it's reaction videos or like what you're doing right now, comes across very authentic. I want to give you that. Like,
I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I'm just it's so funny because like I'll talk to other YouTubers like that reach out to me, and then after talking to them for like 30 minutes or 45 minutes, they're like, "Oh, so you're really just like this." Because 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 me and because Taco here, he's been like for years, ever like 10 years ago when I started this, and then when I started trying to do internet stuff at like 2016, 17, started making videos, he would tell me all the time, he's like, dude, you just got to learn how to be yourself on camera. And I was like, I
yeah,
don't know how to do it.
yeah,
I figured it out, but I appreciate that. If you were to come hang out with me, um, this is how I am. I mean, don't get me
yeah.
wrong. We might be sitting in silence for 30 minutes. That's just life. You know, sometimes you just sit there. But yeah, so anyways, Wisconsin, man, how's that over there? Like, what do you I'm gonna drill you with some questions if you don't mind. What are you doing for
Yeah,
work?
go ahead.
So what do you do for your income? This is how people talk nowadays.
For my income. Well, I work as a machinist.
Oh, my brother Nick does that. He's a
Yeah,
machinist.
I'm a glorified button pusher at the moment, but I know I'm capable
That's
of so much more.
that's yeah,
So,
but because I was talking, because I got a bunch of tradespeople in the always in the comments, and there's a lot of machinists in there. So it seems to me with like that line of work, it's like you hit like you kind of hit a ceiling with that unless you own the business. Like, is that true where it's like you hit like a 30
it's
$35 an hour kind of
it's
thing?
very much and I don't mean to cut you off, but when you
Uh,
start saying things that trigger my mind, I kind of want to roll with it. Uh, it's very much from my experience. It's very much a skills based ceiling in terms of what you can make.
okay.
So the problem the problem that we run into, I just got murked in this game I was playing. The problem we run into though is that companies now, and I don't know if it's always been like this, but I imagine it has. Companies now don't want to actually invest in the employee's skill set. What they want to do is they want to bring you in at the lowest price possible,
Oh yeah, I work in the
pigeonhole
restaurant
you,
industry. I get
pigeonhole
that.
you into a position that benefits the company, and then not invest in you anything more in terms of hourly wage or hourly cost as they can get away with.
Oh.
That's
Well,
kind
that
of
makes a lot. That makes sense because my brother basically they moved him up to like a supervisor, but basically he's just working 6 days a week because he's addicted to that overtime. He's
yeah.
gotten you, and not the overtime itself, but the money.
Yeah, no,
I
no,
don't.
no man likes to work overtime. I mean,
Yeah, that's what
that's
I was just trying to make sure real quick. It's like no,
Oh,
he's got
yeah,
it.
no,
I've
no.
done it.
I work 70, 80, 85 hours a week if the money's available, but I don't want to work 70, 80 hours. I mean, fuck that.
I don't think
Hell
anybody
no.
does. No,
No.
Taco, why don't you tell them what you were doing with the fucking cooking? He was in the kitchen, man. It was
Yeah, just some high end restaurant. 80 hours a week. My 40 hours of overtime was more than my actual base pay. So kind of get addicted to that a little bit. The whole
Yeah.
just, I mean, you're loving it. I mean, just money's coming in, but then I almost like went insane from doing that. So I had to get out of there, even
Well,
though
you
the money
can't.
was good.
The money is good. I mean, it's. How can I put this? Unless you have a goal in mind, you will lose yourself in working so much. Like
That's
that.
what was,
That's
that's
what.
what was happening. Exactly. Said it
that was said beautifully. That
very
was
well said.
perfect.
Yeah. I mean
Because
that's what happens.
well, his goal, because I remember he was like going crazy, and not because oh, I'm working so much, poor me. It's no, like he's working 10, 12-hour days, no break.
Oh,
Psycho. I was like, dude, they're not giving you breaks. He's like, no,
That's crazy.
like not one break. And then his goal though was like, I want to stack money and all this shit. And then I was like, well, how much money you have in the bank? He's like, a lot. I go, then fucking quit. You got no bills? We're fucking chilling. We have bills, don't get me wrong, but it's like,
yeah, but it's like, I don't have a family, a wife, kid. I don't like have any of that. So it was like, okay, I guess I'm in a position where I can do that versus if I had people relying on me, and sometimes you can't get out of that. I mean, I don't know about you. Are you married? Do you have kids or anything?
Well, I pay a little bit of child support to my ex-wife, who I'm actually in a
Makes sense.
relationship with still, which is it's very interesting, Jack. This might play a little bit into like your
Okay,
position.
here's the deal. You're about to lay all this on. We got to know the details here.
Yeah.
But before you do that, why don't you explain to everybody in the chat in small child form what the F is a machinist?
Basically, I run machines that make things.
That makes sense.
Parts,
Yeah. From what my
parts.
understanding is basically like
It
this
cuts
metal,
cuts
this
plastic.
this metal
It-
thing right here. This guy here would program a machine to make this metal contraption here.
You can't. I mean, as a machinist, you can do that. You don't have to do that. Often, you don't have to do that. Most you have to do is usually make like slight changes to the program to make the metal part or to make the plastic part.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that's what it. So whenever you talk, I mean, you can run machines, but not be a machinist. A machinist typically involves doing things like changing tools, making changes to a program. Basically,
You're controlling
being
you're controlling the robot.
yeah,
Basically.
exactly.
Gotcha.
You're responsible for making sure that the thing runs
You're the
to the
robot.
degree that you're
You're the
machine.
robot's master. I got you.
Yeah, to a
Um,
degree.
And to everybody on the screen, real quick, DJ Nightcore, aka Leonard, he is still alive. For all of you that have been asking, he's doing as well as he can be. Sorry, not to get depressing, but sometimes we worry about some of the people that come on the show. Thanks for the $5 from North South, West Side. North South. You see this ad name? He goes, young guys, join the Air Force or Navy, get a GI Bill, retire at 38 in your prime. Don't have to be smart. Just not have been in trouble in high school. Okay. Actually, some guy we work with, how old is John? Asian
like
John?
38, 39.
Yeah, so this dude, he's been in the restaurant industry forever, and apparently the Navy and the military, or the Navy in particular, they're offering just like a $25,000 signing bonus.
I think everyone is actually, all branches.
Yeah, and so he just out of nowhere was like, I'm joining the Navy. And we're like, oh, I was like, shit, okay, cool. And then in like 3 days, he's like, I'm in. He's like, I'm shipping out in 1 month. We're like, oh, we're like, okay. But I didn't realize that you could sign up near 40 years old. I had no idea.
I used to be like 27.
Yeah, they're
It's like the
desperate.
cutoff. Yeah.
So anybody out there, anybody out there doesn't know what to do with themselves. But yeah, I mean, you can, if you stick with that shit, you can retire all right.
You can do that though outside of the military though too. Like you can achieve,
Thanks,
and the dude is 38. He ain't retiring. Like you're not done working. You're just able to choose what work it is that you want to do. Because at 38 years old, given the fact that, I mean, if you have an understanding of the economics of this country and the fact that we have a faulty system of monetization of human labor, basically you're not done working until you're dead. You're always going to be busy doing something.
That makes sense. Hold on one second. I gotta do a little training tutorial, and then I'm gonna get with you, Jay, in one moment, brother. So basically, I haven't been showing you shit this whole time. I'm a terrible trainer.
Watching.
So what's up, brother? I'm gonna get with you in one moment. So when somebody pops in here, basically all you gotta do is add them, and then to remove them, you'd come up and hit this, and you'd go remove.
Okay.
So just in the future. We got another guy, Freddie. Hey, Chris, you mind if I put you in the waiting room for a moment, brother? And then we're gonna get some tax talk a little bit. Thank you, brother. All right, boom. All right. So,
Hey, babe, I'm about to be on the show.
Oh.
All
right. So, Jay, what's up, brother? Where you hailing from, my man? We can't hear Jay. Hold on, I gotta unmute him. Hold on,
Let me
Jay.
figure out my thing.
Oh,
Nope.
you're on. You're live, brother. You're live, man.
I'm from Southern California, brother.
All right.
Oh shit! Me and Taco both lived in Long Beach for 5 years.
Can you hear me guys now?
I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes. From Southern California.
Oh shit! He's cutting out a bunch. Hold on one second.
Yeah. Let me call back.
Yeah, call back. Get back.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, now who do we got?
All right. Okay, so Freddie, I'm going to need you to turn off whatever monitor is playing the actual live because it's going to put in the echo from the show. So just shut that off, and then you'll still be able to hear us through the other thing.
There you go.
Oh, beautiful. All right, Freddie, where you hailing from, brother?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yep.
If you got headphones, put headphones on. I'm going to put him on mute for a moment. Okay, thanks for the $5. He goes 26 years in the Navy, retired at 44, financially independent. Yeah, I mean, it looks like if you stick out the full length of time in the Navy, you're good, or the Army, or whatever. Thank you for the $5.
You know what, though, RLP, Jack, I just gotta say this.
Yeah,
it's only as long as the state can fund their obligations. I don't want to have people be led to think that working for the government in the military is actually the only solution that's out here. Or
no, we ain't saying that. We're just saying.
I know you're not. I know you're not saying that. But what I'm saying is that, like, if you go into a trade in the open market, you're going to be much more financially enriched than if you go with the military. Although you can, quote unquote, retire early, you have the issues of where they send you, what they make you eat, what they make you take.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's pros and there's cons, and I'm not trying to discount anything, but we haven't had anybody say, "Oh, I'm a tradesman," for example. Not a great one, but I'm a tradesman regardless. And I would say that if you start early in the trades, being able to do shit with your hands and your brain, you can retire in your quote unquote retire, which is being financially independent, in your early 40s if you're smart about it.
That makes sense. I think anybody could if they're smart about it. All right, let me get over here real quick. All right, Jay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
All right, you sounding crystal clear, man. You looking good. You sounding smooth. So Jay, where you hailing from? How old are you, man?
I'm from LA. I'm 44, brothers.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
44.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, we got white
brother.
people problems.
It's that Filipino blood. So,
yeah.
I was blessed. So,
Filipino blood,
Age
man.
like fun wine.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Cabernet, man. I get it.
Yeah.
So, me, like we said earlier, me and Taco lived in Long Beach for like 5 years doing a little skateboard shit. We've been all over the damn place. I mean, he's been way more places than I have. But what's up? What's going on in LA, man? Is it like the TV? Is it like what I'm seeing?
It's crazy, man. It's definitely one of those deals where it's just like I was born and raised here, so I love it. Yeah, I got family and stuff like that. But even my friends, they're talking about like cutting loose. So it's just like it's too much,
It is. I mean, what do you, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing for work? Like, if you don't mind, you don't have to.
No. That's why I'm a little incognito. I didn't want to totally give it away where I'm at and stuff. But yeah, I'm actually 44. I'm actually working in biotechnology.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
In
Okay.
IT.
Okay.
In IT. So so I have good finance like history, and like in terms of like just 401ks and stuff like that. I can definitely give like some peeps some good advice around that. So
you in that IT tech? All right, let me hop on over here to Freddie. Freddie, can you hear us, brother? Freddie, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Where you, Freddie? How old are you, and where are you hailing from, my man?
Well, I'm 34. I'm currently living out in Sierra Vista, Arizona.
Oh, Sierra Vista,
Okay.
my man. Okay, I see you.
Sorry,
That's
there's
cool.
like some kind of lag, but
here, why don't we do this? I'm gonna remove you and try and join back in a couple minutes. See if you maybe your internet or something's a little wonky. All right, nothing personal, strictly business. Thanks for the $4 from Daniel Gill. He goes, I've lived in over 15 different states, and I've always made more than enough to cover my expenses. Biblical finance principles will take you far. Okay, yeah,
Well
man.
said.
You know, I get it. Oh man, this guy just bailed. I was about to put him in. That's fucked up. All right. Come down here 1 second.
Hey Jack, can I drop a little nugget of information?
Lay it on us.
So in the Bible, there was something called a Jubilee.
Mm-hmm.
And the Jubilee is every 7 years, all debts are forgiven.
Oh, so they kind of use that principle with like credit stuff, I guess.
Well, no, like if you file, I suppose you by extension you could say bankruptcy is a form of a Jubilee. But I don't believe the biblical, because I mentioned that guy who made that donation to you mentioned something about the biblical principle, financial principle. But I don't believe the Jubilee punished you, for 7 years or whatever.
Well, no, they would hang you up on a cross and throw stones at
No,
you.
no.
Hey guys, listen. Jesus got stoned too. Okay, you know what I'm talking about? A bad joke.
No, the Jubilee is actually a Jewish thing, bro.
It
It's
sounds
not a Christian
Jewish.
thing.
Jubilee.
It is. It's a Jewish thing.
Jubilee.
Yeah, every 7 years, Jubilee, all debts are forgiven.
That makes sense. It makes a
Come
lot
on,
of
brother.
sense. Thanks for North South with another 199. When Rome collapsed, the vets got the last of the dollar bills. I didn't know that. Let me see.
And okay, let me drop something in relation to that.
Drop it in.
So during the World War I veterans, I forget which president it was. The World War I veterans wanted their payment, their bonus payment or whatever, for their service. And they showed up and they protested on the White House lawn, and then they were shot upon by the current members of the U.S. Army.
Oh, that was a lot to soak in. Did you take that in? Okay. Sorry, for a second, this is the problem. Anybody new in the chat, I'm showing my boy Taco here. I'm not the best trainer, but I'm just I hope you're watching what I'm doing here. It's a little bit easier if you're just doing it yourself. It's pretty simple. You click a button, you click a fucking button. You get it. So real quick, hey Chris,
yes, sir.
This guy here goes strange AF. He goes, Social Security is a Ponzi scheme. So if you can get it early, get it. Otherwise, if you die young, you lose. Since you've been in the tax business so long, what's your takes on Social Security? And don't be afraid to just let it loose. You know what I mean?
Well, when Social Security began, right, there were many more younger people that were servicing the needs of the retirees at the time. So let's say there were 40 per each Social Security recipient. Now we have 10% of that. So it's an untenable Ponzi scheme right now. So the advice of, let's say you can start drawing Social Security at 62-hour works is, the longer you wait to take it, the more benefit you get. So if you wait till 70 from 63, let's say, you're going to get more of a monthly benefit. But his point is that we never know when it's really going to go bankrupt and they're going to stop financing it. I think there's going to come a day soon where they say people born after this date will not be getting Social Security. So I agree with that advice. If you can get the benefit, take it, because next month it might be withdrawn. You
Yeah,
never
because
know.
my dad, I had to. Well, my mom helped a great deal with that, even though they weren't together. She was kind enough to help him. But we went through a lot to get my dad his Social Security early, and a lot of people I talk to, some people think it's better to wait the extra 4 or 5 years so that you get this full amount. But when we did the math on it, well, and this is years back, when we did the math on it, it's like, dude, you're going to get the same amount. It won't be unless you live till 90. And then after 90, then you'd start winning. But really, you're going to get the same amount in the long term. And, you know, not to be down here, but most of us ain't living till 90. You know,
But also, but a
yeah.
very important part of Social Security is that if you're still earning income, part of your Social Security might be up to 85% taxable. That's also a tax strategy. So if you're working full time at 65, you could draw the Social Security, but don't forget you're going to pay tax on it. So that's part of the issue with Social Security. People don't realize that they could have a taxable portion up to 85%. That's why it's always good. We do planning. Everyone should be planning out. The healthier you are, sometimes the longer it is, the better to wait. If you feel pretty healthy at 65, you're going to make it to 80. It might be worth it to wait a few more years. But really, you got to call Social Security. You have an elderly person or a parent, you got to call Social Security. You got to make sure a few things. Remember, every year you get paid a W-2, they're supposed to take in the Social Security Administration that earnings that you had and give you a benefit towards your Social Security. Sometimes they miss it. So you got to call up. Everyone should do this. Call Social Security and get your earnings record. Because if you're making 40 grand a year and they miss a year, that could hurt your benefits later. You never know that is deficient.
Okay, cool. Well, me and my dad, I've never done that for my father, and Lord knows he's not going to go file anything. So maybe we should check that out, or maybe it might hurt him. I'll just leave it alone. Thanks for the 199 from Daniel Gill. Appreciate that. The borrower is slave to the lender. Makes all the sense in the world. All right, we got a new one coming in here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
He goes, yeah. He goes, yeah, I hear you real good.
You got a good. I came in. You were talking about Social Security. I don't even got a Social Security number.
No?
What?
No.
Really?
I got a weird legal situation. When I was adopted, right? They canceled out my birth Social Security number, and they never gave me a new one. So when I turned 18, the old one just went away.
Dude, this is really turned the corner.
I can't get dental surgery. I can't get my back surgeries. I can't get my meds. I can't get a job. I can't get a bank account.
You know what though?
So it's like you're almost a foreigner.
Yeah, you're
like an illegal immigrant.
Yeah.
I got money sitting in cash.
Do you have a legal birth certificate?
Nope.
Okay, so
and I can't get my adoption papers because they're court sealed, and I can't get that without my ID.
All right, so I got to hear more about this. First of all, what's your name and where are you hailing from?
Noah. I'm from West Virginia.
West Virginia.
I go by Bear.
All right, Bear.
Tall.
What? Wait, how tall are you?
7 foot.
7 foot?
Yeah.
We got a 7-footer in here. We could coattail this bitch.
You have a 7-pack?
Damn.
7.
Wait, okay, let me get this straight. 7 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, you're not even real, okay, on paper. Your middle name is Jethro. That's fucking nuts. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, so Andrew. That's good.
Both biblical names, Noah and Andrew.
Yeah, Noah's Ark, Andrew's.
Yeah. Oh, my teachers would give me hell for that.
Oh, St. Andrew.
Oh, St. Andrew. I didn't even see that one because I went to Christian school up till 8th grade. What was I gonna say? Okay, so Noah, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
19.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Oh wow. So you're 19. You're 7 feet tall, and so what are your adopted? Do you have what are your adopted parents? Are they in your life?
Half adopted.
So how does this work? If you don't mind.
Okay. It's pretty much like stepdad, but he got legal custody of me.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it was like my real dad had well, he's dead now. My mom's dead too.
Oh, Russ. Oh, I'm sorry about that.
My real dad was a bad alcoholic. He started drinking when he was 11, and it got to the point when he was in high school, he would fill up his water bottle, go to school, full bottle of vodka, come home, it's empty.
That makes sense.
Like he'd constantly drink. So, him and my mom were together from when he was 16 to like 25, 26.
Okay.
So they were together for a long time. They went through the hell and back. He did a lot of stuff. He was a chef for a while. That really funded his alcohol. So, anyways, my mom and him got into a fight when I was born. He chose alcohol over me. The tattoo on his chest said otherwise. But, my mom moved up to Virginia, and she met my stepdad in like 2006, 2007. And they married from there. And I remember I was in like 3rd or 4th grade when I had my name change. And I remember, you ever heard of something called Compass Learning?
Compass Learning?
Yeah. It was like a pre version of like online schooling.
Okay. Now I know.
That was when my name changed. I went.
So what was your original name?
Rust. Well, no, it was first
Rust?
It was Lynch, then it was Rust, then it went to Shooter.
Oh, you got some Southern names.
Wow,
going, bro.
Shooter.
No, the Shooter's German.
Oh,
the Rust and the Rust.
Yeah, they were shooting everybody back then.
The Rust is northern Pennsylvania, and the Lynch is southern Georgia.
Wow.
So,
well, the Lynch, yeah, that makes sense. That's fucked up, but you're 7 feet tall, so. Dude, I can't believe you're 7 feet tall. That's like, it's crazy because I'm not like one of those kind of guys where, I'm sure you've gotten this a bunch. You walk into a place and some people just have it in them. They just say it. They just go,
like,
holy shit. Yeah. Right. Yeah. But,
like, it's so funny because a lot of people underguess it. They think I'm like 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". I'm like, your husband's 6'4". Like
that sounds like a woman under.
Yeah, no, it's literally. It's like it's like your husband is 6'4".
Yeah,
he's he's right here. Like you think I'm 6'4"?
I actually had I had a girlfriend. I was dating a chick years ago, and we were out in public, and she was like, "Well, I only date guys who are 6 foot or taller." And I looked at her and I go, "I'm 5'11".
I got a story about
you
that.
were sucking my dick last night. What are you talking about?
like she looking at me. I don't look great, okay? But every chick that has turned me down has never turned me down because my looks. It's always been you're too tall.
Oh shit!
Every
you need a
single time. It's been you're too tall.
You know what you need is you need a there's a bunch of broads out there that are like 6'3" and they're desperate.
Well, no,
they can't find nobody.
No. They can't. They do, especially where I live in West Virginia. There's so many tall guys. Everywhere I go, 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", 6'7".
Really?
6'8". Everywhere. Oh yeah, they're everywhere.
That sounds like where we live. It's called Jupiter. I'm telling you, in this area called Jupiter, I've never seen so many tall motherfuckers in my life. Remember when we used to work at
tiny cars, little 2-door.
Oh yeah,
and they can't fit in it.
Dude, I've never seen so many tall dudes in my life. Working at this one bar I used to work at, I couldn't believe it. Honestly, all white dudes too. Like, because where I live now, it's a lot more black people, so it's like all of them are tall for the most part. But anyways. Thanks for the $10, DW. Ask about sub accounts on American Social Security. If your guests have any input. Oh shit! I might have to get Big Daddy Chris back on the line because I don't even know what the hell that is. Real quick, I'm gonna address this. What's up, Sebi? How you doing, brother? Oh, he's on mute. Sebi, you're on mute. You're gonna have to go ahead and unmute yourself. Otherwise, you could possibly ruin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's loud.
Okay, let me. He goes, "Oh, that's loud."
I turn him down. How do I do that?
Here, I got it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn him down a bit. Hopefully that works. All right, Sebi, where are you hailing from? How old are you, brother?
I am 38, man.
Young
from good old Arizona, man.
Okay, nice. I know you've been on the show before. I just new people here paint some content.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. Of course.
So 38's from Arizona. If you don't mind telling everybody here, what are you doing for work nowadays? How you getting your paper?
Right now, I work on I work on a food truck.
Okay, that sounds fun.
Nice.
It is fun.
What kind of food?
Gyro, a gyro,
So like
or
Greek. Like Greek.
Mediterranean Greek.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big Euro gyro kind of guy, big time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm into it, man. That's
But
cool.
yeah,
How's
cool.
Potatoes.
how's
I'm watching-
Arizona? All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So I'm just. So I have the TV on, right in front, and then so I'm watching myself talking to you on my phone. So it's kind of cool because I have
so
you
you're a
on
little
the,
thrown. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to really throw everybody up. I want you to turn around and face the other way. That way the TV will be in the background, so it could trip all of us out, and then you won't be looking at
like
it.
this.
All right, yeah, and then don't look at it. Look at the phone.
Hey, there you are,
Face
man.
us now. All right,
You look
now
good on the big
just
screen.
Face this way now. This is how you're going to talk on the stream. That way you're not distracted. See, he's too distracted. Okay, you're way too distracted. All right, let's go back up here real quick. Let me see. All right, Jay, back to you, brother. So you said you're in IT, right?
Yes.
So like anybody out there trying to get into IT, what is like the ground level for that? Like, what does that entail? Because I have people ask me this shit, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little tough right now, I guess. From what I understand, there's been a lot of layoffs, especially within the tech side. So what I say is try to embed yourself within the business, right? So like for me, I'm in biotechnology, so I understand a little bit of finance and stuff like that. So kind of be a jack of all trades, right? And trying to understand just the business, and because more or less you're a cost to the business. And so you got to be able to understand what they do and support them. And yeah, I mean, I would just say get experience any which way you can. I mean, I took a lot of hard punches. It took me years before I could even step into the field. So yeah, I mean, I was in I hit all the different downturns in the economy. I graduated in 2003, so that was right after the .com. I bought a house in 2005. Fortunately,
good for you, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and this is still it. So I still live here. So it's a blessing from God that I still have it. You know.
Nice.
And then the 2008 thing happened, so that screwed everything up. But yeah, I didn't even get into my career until about 3-4 years. And but it's been a struggle. And but I would say, like, also invest. You know, I also had a good 401k plan with the company. And
that's good.
Yeah, so yeah, I wish Chris was on here. He could probably chime in here.
I'll get him back on top.
Hey Jay, somebody in the comments wants to know if you need a degree for IT.
You know, I would say yes, just to get the foot in the door.
Okay.
But nowadays, it's like they just want experience and really your personality. Like how do you kick ass, right? Like you literally got to have, you know, soft skills and be able to, you know, be technical and stuff like that. So it's like I said, you got to be a jack of all trades and just be you know, a Swiss Army knife in the field.
Absolutely. Mike Nett, that's my boy. Mike, I gotta get this guy Mike who just commented. I love you too. It's actually a friend of mine, childhood friend. He actually has a gnarly backstory. I'm not even gonna say it. Basically, he went to prison at a young age for a long time, but he's been out for years now. And I gotta tell you, if anybody's made a good comeback story, I gotta get him on one of these days. And he's just an awesome guy.
I mean, I have one too. I mean, I was caught up in drugs, and it's been about a few years now that I've been off it. You know, I was on the devil's dandruff. You guys know what that means?
So what was that, meth or coke or
meth?
Okay,
the white liquor.
LA is the first time me and him really experienced like people doing meth and shit. Like we worked at we worked at a TGI Fridays, bro. I swear to God.
Oh yeah. Asking, how long were you on it for?
About 5.5 years.
Oh
really?
Shit.
Yeah.
You look good.
Thank you, brother.
Yes,
I
you
still have my
Oh
teeth
my.
and everything.
I mean, my
yeah.
teeth are gone. I was on Adderall for 15 years, so I got problems.
Oh
Jesus,
shit,
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no.
why that Social Security would be so great. I get some dentures and
he
a
goes, I
month
get
of
some
hydrocodone
dentures.
and like, oh,
I love that
Oh,
you got a great sense of humor, man. You got fucking no, you're not even a real person on paper. Obviously, you're real. I see you
yeah.
here.
I mean, I got tons of medical history if they want to look at that.
Yeah. Well, that's crazy. Your teeth like that. So you're fucking young too. That's crazy. Nah, you're gonna. I think you're gonna be fine.
And so,
he's
so
gonna,
would
he's
you
gonna
say
be
that
all right.
that's from Adderall though that did that to you? Really?
Well, I got Adderall and I got a gum disease, but the Adderall speeded it up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, damn.
Well, it was a
Gotcha.
mix of
Well, that's what that
Adderall,
drug does, though,
Dexedrine,
right? That drug
Vyvanse,
does like
yeah.
speed.
Yeah,
drug
it
speeds
up
everything up.
but it speeds up your brain, made me run faster, made me live stronger. Like it was, man.
Bad joke.
Yeah, because in Cali, man, when we worked at this TGI Fridays, which I was bartending there. I couldn't believe how much money you could make bartending out of Fridays. I was blown away. And two, they had a lot of hot chicks working there. I was very shocked by that. I was like, what is going on with this TGI Fridays? But there was a lot of people there, all men, of course. They're all doing meth. And like, I remember I was at this dude's house. He was like, hey, you want to come over after? A bunch of people are coming over. And this couple chicks were going there. I was like, yeah, I mean, I'll show up, you know? And so, of course, these two dudes that I'm with, I have no idea they do meth. I have no clue. And so they like come to me as if I do meth. Because especially back then, I was very, I guess, hyper, just kind of, I'm always talking. And they're like, yo, man, we're about to do some, I forgot what they called it, but basically like, hey, you ready? You want to take a hit? And I'm like, what? Is it like a joint or something? He's like, no, meth, man. Crystal. And I'm like, no. I was like, you guys fucking nuts? I was like, I'm trying to have sex with this chick in here. Want me to go take some meth? Are you fucking insane?
It'll make it like 10 times
It
better.
would probably be better.
He
But
goes over.
He
I'm
knows.
not even
There you
with
go,
you, bro. Like, I'm
No,
not
for
even
real.
with you. Like,
All
it
right.
will.
Have you done meth?
No.
Okay.
Just from what I like. No.
On Adderall's like really close to it.
This
So,
is
you
taking,
Yes,
know
I've
Adderall
done-
is-
this is taking a turn here, man. All right, real quick, all meth aside, we got a new guy coming in. Devin, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool. Devin, how old are you and where are you hailing from, brother?
Oh, I'm 36. I'm from Tempe, Arizona.
Oh, I got another Arizona cat in here. Sorry
Yeah.
for everybody I booted off. Just kind of a lot of people calling in, just trying to keep it rolling. So you said, I'm sorry. How old are you?
36.
36. Cool. Arizona. So what are you doing for work and how's Arizona right now? Like not
weather?
no, I was gonna say not temperature wise. Like how's like living there? Have you noticed like an influx of people moving from Cali?
Yeah. No, the fucking people moving from Cali is crazy, man.
Like
There's
a lot?
many fucking people over here. Yeah, no. 300% increase in the cost of living during the pandemic.
Oh shit!
Because of all the influx of people, it was crazy.
Wow.
People were coming over here from LA, buying up houses in cash and shit. Fucking nobody can afford a house here anymore.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's like California prices now for housing, but the median income is like $60K.
And that hot ass weather.
Yeah, that's you know what? It sounds like it's just everywhere. I was talking to a dude. He reached out to me the other day on Instagram, but he was from the YouTube videos. He reached out to me. But he does more like he's into cinematography and he's got a huge Instagram channel. And I actually love old school cars, and that's what he focuses on. And we started talking about it. And he's based out of Idaho, but he travels all over the place to do these videos. And he was saying the same shit about Idaho. And I was like,
Yeah.
I guess everywhere is just off.
It was Montana, Idaho, a little bit of Las Vegas, Texas, Arizona. We got hit the hardest with all the people leaving California.
I don't know why people don't move to the Appalachian states. Like
Appalachian?
No, I'm
Tennessee.
saying like the back country,
I was just
like Virginia, West Virginia,
Tennessee,
Ohio, Kentucky.
Tennessee
like,
was one of the ones too.
Like you can get out in the county, get 5-10 minutes away from city limits, property cheap, rent. You find a house $600 to $1,000 a month, 2-3 bed, 2-3 bath, no problem.
That's what
Like
Tim
where I
Pool did.
live,
Yeah.
most
That's
of the
what
houses you find to rent $1,000 a month, 3-bed, 2-bath, 2,500 square feet. It's about what they normally are.
I think
Yeah.
what the main issue is like from what I'm hearing and talking with other people, especially what me and him were just in Tennessee recently, and I think the main issue is I don't know who said it earlier on the thing, but everything's going up except for the wages. So unless you have a fucking awesome career or you're making that internet money, I think that's kind of the downside to going and doing that. So it's kind of like,
well, a lot of people that live around me drive at least an hour away to the Covington Mill, and you work there.
okay, gotcha. That
You
makes
go
sense.
work for Waco or West
That makes
Rock
sense.
or West Vac or Zachary. I don't know if
Yep.
they're still in business or not.
Yeah, you're telling me like I broke into my career a little bit late because I didn't go to college. Like I just.
So what are you doing career wise, work wise?
I'm a cloud engineer for a telecom company.
Okay, I'm sorry that kind of broke up. You're a what engineer?
A cloud engineer. So
like
yeah,
iCloud?
In tech. He's in tech.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in tech too.
Hey,
so.
I don't know what's going on here. So
basically, I manage a lot of the infrastructure that the software runs on for the company.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you don't mind, hey, we're gonna get down into it. Well, I think everyone's curious in here. What kind of money can you make if you get to the level you guys are at in this arena of the internet money? But like, this is more. When I say internet money, I mean you're either in the IT tech behind the scenes section. That's what I mean by that right now.
Definitely in the six figures.
Yeah.
Okay.
6 figures plus. Yeah.
Yeah, because I had a guy in here like a few weeks ago, and he made some crazy donations. And then me and him talked for like 30 minutes off camera, and he's in cybersecurity.
Yeah.
So he didn't tell me how much he was making, but I'm just gonna assume he makes a shit ton of money.
That's where the money's at. I would say there and cloud is as well.
Yeah, I'm making on the low end of the scale. But I know guys who are making $250,000 a year. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
That's unreal.
I had an opportunity in high school with ROTC to go work for the Army's IT department and whatnot. I do 4 or 6 years for them, and then they would pay for the trade I would need. And by the time I was like 30-ish, I could be pulling in $150K. Because I would have what they would give me, and then that trade mixed together, and then I could work 2 jobs at the same time.
Yeah, do it, man. I say anybody who's on the fence.
I would, but like that was when I was shorter.
Right.
That's
I got above the height cap, and it's like, well, that's out of the question.
Well, dude, and you're not even done growing. They say you don't fully stop growing until you're 21.
Shrinking. I'm done.
He goes, I'm shrinking. He goes, I slouch more now. Yeah, because anybody new to the chat, Bear down here, Shooter, forget he's got like 7 names, but he's 7 feet tall, so he's a big boy.
7 feet tall, 7 names.
Yeah, 7 feet tall, 7 names. Damn right.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
Shooter on the scooter.
Hey,
so
Jay,
I was going with that story.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep it going.
Where I was going with that is that I'm making low 6 figures, and I'm middle class. Like the $60,000 middle class doesn't exist anymore.
Do you live alone? You got a girlfriend? You got?
Yeah, I got a girl. We do everything together, so we keep our money separate.
Okay, that's good.
But we share all the expense.
Oh, you got a good one.
Yeah,
you got a good. Okay. Okay, someone's finally talking sense on the TV. All right, boy.
Whose idea was that? Was it yours?
Yeah. No, it was her
idea.
idea.
It was both of our idea.
Hey, well, that's good, man. Hey, Jay, I'm gonna get you out of here. I got a bunch of people coming in. I gotta do a better job at rotation, man. I appreciate you coming on, dude. Hey, hop on.
Great to meet you, Jay.
Hop on another time or later in the stream, even.
I will.
All right, brother. Yeah, Devin, you're on mute right now, brother.
Yeah, my girl was coming home from the grocery store.
Boo's home. That's awesome, man. Yeah, because I'm a big
Who's that?
Oh, my mother-in-law over here.
Hey, what's up, Mom? How you doing? She goes, who in the shit is this? What's up, Leonard? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good, I suppose.
Same
I
as
suppose. Oh no, here we go. Leonard's back, everybody. Everything
Yeah.
sucks. All right, dude, we got a lot more people in the stream today. We're gonna get real depressing. Leonard, why don't you go ahead and just air it out, man? Tell everybody all of your problems, and just get it out of your system, man. We're here for you because we got a lot of new people here. So,
well, starting where? You
just
tell
lay
me.
it all out for us. Tell us all your problems, all the ailments, everything.
Oh, I have cerebral palsy, and
Oh.
I'm epileptic.
Oh, that's fun.
And I'm I'm on medication 24 hours a day, high as a freaking kite.
So you're just zooted all day long.
All day long, boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It ain't no fun. It medicatedly high is not fun. It's a struggle. Like seeing two pairs of eyes at once ain't no fun. No.
Well, Leonard, we just want you to know that a lot of people have been asking about you in the comment section, wondering if you were okay. And everybody who knows who Leonard is and now knows who Leonard is, he's still alive. He's thugging it out. Okay. I know life ain't easy. Let me get Sebi back in here. Sebi, you're on mute. Why don't you go ahead and unmute yourself, brother?
Sure.
All right, Sebi. So I feel like we haven't really gotten to know you. You've been on here a few times now. All right. I want to hear some more details here, brother. So what's going on? Who's Sebi? What do you like to do? What's your you got any aspirations? What are you trying to do with yourself? You know, you're the Arizona Bandit, but I don't know much more.
Yeah. I mean, sorry, man.
Well, Sebi's he's
sorry. Those are
quite frankly,
is that a dog? Is that a dog toy?
Sorry. Come on, guys, go. Sorry. I just want to try to. Okay, so my aspirations. I just want to. My dream is to work with young people, and I used to play basketball when I was younger. I played all the way. I'm sorry?
No, keep going. My bad.
Yeah, so I used to play basketball. Like I grew up in Chicago, so I just watched Michael Jordan growing up. So
okay, that makes
that's
sense.
Right. That was my passion, right? So to learn how to dribble and learn the game and all that stuff. So what my passion really is to maybe try to pass that down to the next generation. So I guess to work with kids and to teach
Play
them
basketball? The game. Well, why don't you go get a coaching job somewhere?
Yeah, go Coach Carter on him real quick.
Yeah, go fucking, you know what I mean? Go shoot drop some baskets or whatever they say, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Get up in the paint, you know what I mean? Like, I was actually point guard for 3 years, starting point guard, middle school. I don't want to brag, but
cool. Me too, man. I was starting point guard from 5th grade to freshman year.
That's awesome, man. Well, all right, we got a bunch of people coming in here. 1 sec, I'm gonna cut you off. Yeah. Jeb Murphy, thank you for the $10, brother. We actually know his son. Jeb, I don't know if I've ever even met you in person, but I feel like I know you. I appreciate the $10, brother. We got another $1 coming in heavy with the big one. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you, Devon Bagley, the great bagel man. All right. Well, that's cool. Hold on. I'm gonna gotta get some more people coming in here. Sebi's off the show. He's fumbling the ball. We'll try him again next time. We got more people coming here. Oh, I didn't even see this guy in here. All right, we got the Dang Man in here. Dang Man, can you hear me? I don't think he can hear me. Okay. Got a lot of people. Katie goes, I am a technology teacher. All I do is find kids tech job pathways every day. Better to give an adult who wants to give back. Better to give to an adult who wants to give back. That's very nice. Okay, boom, boom, boom. All right, I don't know if Dang Man, can you hear me? I don't even think he's there. You know what? It's a rough night tonight.
Dong Man
It's
or Gang Man?
It might be Dong
I
Man.
think it says Dong Man.
He's got the Dong dude.
The Dong.
We got the 199 coming in hot from this gentleman or lady or whatever you identify as. It's all
Dong
good.
Corleone.
All right, here we are. See, this is where we would get into where this would be like super helpful.
Oh yeah,
because I haven't been paying attention to any of this. Oh, we got a bunch of people in here. Well, let me see what else we got.
Yeah, we haven't had him yet.
Jack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you, the TV's behind you. What's up with that? Are those just like things you found, or is that just like stuff your dad had?
All right, so let me give you guys a little bit. I knew this question would come eventually. So all the shit you see behind me. So this computer right here is an old Mac. That was my first like real computer, and I just kept it because I learned how to edit and do all the stuff on it for skateboarding. And then the TV right here was my grandfather's. He's had that forever. When he died, I took it. Still works. It's then this TV over here. We randomly got this in an antique store recently. This shit was hard. I was like, oh, I gotta get it. It's yellow. I've never seen this. I think I'm frozen right now, but it's okay. I'll wait till I unfreeze. Which should be soon. Okay. And then, yeah, it's just, I like vintage stuff. I like old things. They were just built a lot better. There's more like love put into it. Like the boombox over here, that was my dad's. And it still works. I just held on to it. He used to use that every single day. Up until I put him into a nursing home recently. I had to. And then I got him a different radio because I was too selfish and I wanted to keep that. He doesn't even give a shit about it. He just wants to hear the music. So yeah, basically I like old shit. Everything in my house is like I got a rotary telephone hanging on the fucking wall. You know what I mean? Like I just like it. I got an old 1985 Cadillac. I just really enjoy it. It makes you feel, I don't know, something about it. It's just something about it. So that's the deal with all that stuff. Yanina's in here with the $5. What's up, girl? How you doing? She goes, he goes, get 304 math on to talk about relationships and psychology. He's really good. Anybody else know or watch him? If not, check him out. Yeah, I'll have to go check him out. I guess I'll reach out to him. I've reached out to a bunch of other people. I'll just comment on their channel and be like, hey, you should come on my live. And they're like, fuck you. So, I mean, usually they don't say that, but that's what I get. That's how I feel about it. He goes, love vintage Turners with the lights. Oh, tuners. My bad. I can't read. And like this little lamp over here, you can't see it that well. Right here by my thumb. That's like from the 60s, man. That's like some hippie shit, dude. That thing's sick. My one of my friend's moms gave it to me. They were gonna throw it away. And I was like, what are you doing? This shit's no one's got that, Yeah, so anyways, Leonard. So everybody, Leonard's you still streaming on Twitch? How's you doing with that?
Not recently because of the things that have been going on in my life. But
it's very hard to
Here we go. Leonard, you poor guy. Leonard, if you live nearby, I'd come pick you up and I'd force you to feel better. I would do that for you. All right, let's see what else. Who we got waiting in here? I'm gonna try this Dang Man guy one more time. See if he's alive.
Oh, it is Dang Man.
Oh shit, I fucked up. I don't want to do that. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Okay. So Dang Man, I don't know if you're there, brother, but you're kind of ruining the entire evening for everybody here. Just kidding. Alberto with another $5. Thank you, brother. And he goes, I'm the same way. I like old school stuff, collect vinyl, CDs, cassettes, stereo receivers. Yeah, I still listen to CDs. I watch DVDs. We even got cassettes. We play them big mans, some old like fucking weird shit. Yeah, it's fun. I like it. It's just something about it, you know?
Yeah, that one.
Wait, which one?
Leonard, I command you to feel better.
Leonard, I command you to feel better. There you go. See, people care about you. It's hard, though. I know. I get it. I kind of get it. I'm not in your position, but I can only imagine just like being sick every day and having to do that. And I appreciate you coming on here. And, you know, it's not easy to say this stuff to strangers on the internet, you know. JC Dean with the 10 hot ones. Big money. What's up? Go ahead. Get in there. Here. You can get in there. Yeah. Oh, wait. Well, let me thank this guy for the $10 real fast. Hey, thanks for the $10. JC, he goes, love what you're doing. These podcasts are great. Keep going. We will. All right. What were you looking for? Which one?
Right
that
there.
one?
Yeah, we got someone wanting to
He
join.
goes, how can I join? Please post the link. All right. We need another guy coming in here.
Oh,
I'm gonna get better at this live stream and shit. I'm gonna get better at this.
What was it? When did you start all this?
2012. But that was like I was just doing stand up though. I didn't like actually start a channel. I started doing stand up. I did that for a while, and then as Taco, you go ahead and roast me. I was the king of starting and then getting a little bit of success and then just quitting.
Yeah, that was me. Like I started in 2015. I had some really good bingo popping stuff with Halo, and then that died off. Then I went to COD, and that was popping. That died off. I went to Fortnite. It was popping. Died off. And yeah,
it's hard to it's Taco. Why don't you go ahead and tell them from an outside perspective? Don't hold back. Fucking tell them the shit you had to deal with me and like just quitting.
Oh, just, you know, somebody who could obtain tons of followers, a big following, the guy that everybody wants to be friends with, whether you're in person with him or it's on the internet. And just every time just a little bit of success would happen, it was like that self-doubt that keeps a lot of people back. And then it was just kind of on to the next thing. Now I'm into this thing. Now I want to do that and that. I'm like, dude, you just need to get a YouTube channel. Just be like the one guy was saying earlier, authentic, and just be yourself on camera. And then now that he's finally figured that out, it's like it's working now.
And I haven't given up, because what would happen with me is I would start, I'm going, balls rolling. It's actually working. Yeah. Was I making money? No. But were people liking the stuff and commenting and engaging and messaging me? Yes. But sometimes you feel like, oh, it's got to happen tomorrow. Like if it doesn't happen by tomorrow, then it's never going to happen. And then I would just give up. And so finally, eventually I got to a point where I said, I'm going to go back. I'm going to do it because I'm supposed to be doing this shit. And I'm just not going to give up, and I'm going to figure it out. And that's what I did. I just said, I'm going to figure it the fuck out, and I'm not going to give up. And, yeah, I think I've pivoted. I've done skits. I've done vlogs. I've done stand-up. I've done
podcasts.
Like every medium you could think of. I used to invite people here in person and try and interview fucking. I got a homeless guy in here once. Interviewed a homeless guy in my house. You know, I was desperate. I was like, what do I have to do here? And then I pivoted from that. So I've tried like every medium of fucking ways to do this.
You got to keep going.
Exactly. And I was like, well, if this isn't working, I got to switch it up. Like, what is it going to take?
Yeah.
And yeah.
And like Bear, I mean, would you say you gave up on all that stuff because it was a lack of instant gratification? Like you wanted to see results.
Give up on what?
Like just you're like Halo, Fortnite, Call of Duty.
It wasn't like I gave up. It was like it would pop, and then the algorithm would say, "Okay, buddy."
Oh, the trend. Yeah, the trend.
We don't
is
really
dead
like
now.
you right now, but we're gonna let these guys over here that just started get your clout. And it was like every time the start of someone's top, it would start. I'd be at the top. More people would come in, gone, very bottom. Like Fortnite dropped, I was averaging 15 to like 30 constantly. Like 3 months into it, I'm down to 1, and it's like
just keep going.
I've got better. Like
Yeah, you know what's cool though with what I noticed is every time I'd give up, it took me a little longer to come back, but every time I'd come back, I would be like stronger, if that makes any sense. Because then you need a little time to like get over it, and then you get back and you're like, all right, start from scratch. Rough Girl, thanks for the $4.99 because your content is perfect. Please don't letting other influencers talk about dating. You can do that. Hell, if you ran a dating show, I'd participate. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Jamie with the $4.99. I've had shingles for a week and have been binging your shows all week since I'm stuck at the home till this heals. Love the channel. Well, I appreciate the four big ones. I really do. Means all the world to us here. Jeb, can you hear me, brother?
I can hear you.
Jeb Murphy, everybody. Jeb, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody where you're hailing from? And
yeah, right here in Palm Beach Gardens. So,
yeah, so he's a Florida native.
Yeah, I came to
I looked at
see.
his face. I'm like, oh, he's Florida. He's Florida. He plays golf. He's Florida. Oh, he lives on the canal. Oh.
No, I'm in a townhouse on a lake.
That's cool.
That's not bad though. No, me and Brandon Rizzoli and maybe somebody else, Chris Crawford or
That's
somebody.
Connor Murphy's dad.
Wait, you're Connor Murphy's dad?
Connor Murphy's father.
I've known
everybody.
Connor Murphy for like 17 years now. I've grown up with him. Yeah, Brandon, Chris Crawford, all them.
Yeah, Chris is going to be in town though over Christmas. Yeah,
Wow.
I stay in touch. Yeah, I drove the skater van for the whole crew. And
so you were
my
skate
son,
dad.
I was skate dad. I wouldn't have missed that for anything. That was a blast.
Oh, wow. What
Yeah.
a blessing. What a blessing of a dad you are.
Well, I never stopped being a kid, and I wasn't going to be a hypocrite. So I was pretty level with my kids really early. And, steered them away from a lot of shit. So they're both successful and have a couple grandsons for each, my son and my daughter. And Connor now has incredible edible landscapes, a fruit tree nursery in Loxahatchee, and he's crushing it. It's a long story. It's a fascinating story how they got there from skateboarding. But I tell you what, skateboarding is the best. Oh, it has so many great things to teach.
Yes, it does.
Oh, it's so many levels. There's not a facet it doesn't touch. It's raw. You can't fake it. It's visceral. And to witness, I skated. Yeah.
Jeb's a shredder.
41. I didn't start skating until I was 41. A garden skate park in Abacoa. I lived in between the two. Yeah.
It's amazing.
And then just driving the skater van up and down to Miami and back.
Oh, you're a hell of a father for doing that.
Yeah, every skateboarder.
Wow.
Every skateboarder's dream dad right there.
Let me paint it to you guys this way for anyone who's never skateboarded, or the lifestyle of like somebody who really skateboards, not just like, oh, I skate around, like someone who's going out street skating. So if you don't have a car, it's very difficult to just go street skating. Usually you got to end up in a city area and you got to skate everywhere. So what this man did is he would basically go and drive a bunch of young men who skateboard. So basically they're rascals, and he'd drive them around and basically on public property and just let them loose in the city. And you'd basically just keep going to different, you'd go to a fucking school, you'd hop a fence at a school, and you go skate to school until basically cops would come and kick you out. Usually you wouldn't get a ticket. Sometimes you would. I'm sure you were a lot of help, Jeb, when the cops showed up.
Oh my gosh.
Relax, guys. I'm the dad here. Okay.
Oh yeah. So this is the 10th anniversary of the movie.
Yeah, Sundrive. We have a copy of that actually.
Yeah, awesome. So this is my office. But
yeah, so Jeb, if you don't mind me asking, what do you do for work, brother?
I have been so fortunate. I work from home for a consulting firm, and I have since 2001. So when Connor was 7, I found a job where I built a little office in my garage. And for 22 years, I've had the luxury of working from home. And my kids were 7 and 9. So I felt like I'd won the lottery. Like I was the dad that was always home, and it was good, a good career. I lucked into it. Long story. But yeah, I knew how blessed I was, and I wasn't gonna, miss the.
So when you say consulting, yeah, you seem like, because I follow you on Instagram now, so I've seen you guys out, and you're like, your son's got all these chickens and hens and goats and shit, and you guys look like you're having a great time. But in your consulting, what do you exactly would you consult? What was your consulting?
I'm in sales.
Okay,
I'm in sales. That's it. I was a penny stock broker. Right
so like Wolf of Wall Street shit.
Boiler Room, Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, come on! Give us some details on that. Come on,
so,
I gotta hear about that.
Yeah, so I graduated Penn State like Christmas of '86. Came to Florida chasing my girlfriend.
Okay, it's always
I had
about the ass.
I changed my degree like a dozen times. Another story, but anyways, I ended up being a school teacher, which I didn't really want to be, so I quit after a year and a half. I was a high school chemistry and physics teacher at Pahokee High School.
Okay, so let me paint some context for people in the chat.
Yeah.
Pahokee is like southern hood, like all black but southern, like super like Alabama, but in Florida kind of deal. Just to paint
the time
picture.
forgot.
Yeah, so keep going.
Yeah. So I didn't want to be a government worker. I didn't want to be a school teacher. I just happened to have a degree. Long story. And a buddy of mine was a stockbroker, and he was like 19 and came to Florida with a motorcycle, and then 3 months later he had a car, and then he had a Corvette eventually. After like 3 trades later. Like, shit, you just showed up and you were broke as hell. What do you do? Oh, I'm a stockbroker. Well, fuck, I'm a stockbroker too. I just
sign me up.
I quit, got my license, and struggled, and then crushed it.
So is it true? Was it true with the penny stocks that, like, let's say you sold somebody $4,000 stock, you'd get half?
It ranges. The whole thing ranges. In
I'm going off
1988.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh yeah.
Well,
yeah, I went through a range of it. In '88, there was no internet. All right, it was phone calls, and that was it. So newspapers and phone calls, and we sold stuff that wasn't in the newspapers. So we made good commissions, but it ranged, and it was certainly healthier than if you're
1%?
working at Merrill Lynch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but we wore striped white shirts, and we looked good, and we played the part, and had more money than everybody else we knew our age. And if we were smart, we bought a house or two, and then, that carried us the rest of the way. It's, real estate saved my ass, because I've made so many stupid decisions, because it didn't teach me anything. It just, I had money, but I wasn't any smarter than.
I think a lot of us, most of us, have learned the hard way with getting a lot of money and then fucking that all up. I know I have. Guilty. Yeah, guilty.
Yep.
Oh shit, man. I can't get into the stories. I gotta save some stuff for the stand-up stuff, even down the road. But sometimes I like want to tell a story, but I'm like, I can't. It's a perfect stand-up bit. I can't put it out there. But because it's all so personal. If I'm gonna use it. It's like, if I'm gonna tell you guys some real shit, yeah, that's gonna have to be on a big stage. Not that I don't hold back on this channel. I tell you guys a little too much information sometimes. Hold on. Hey, Leonard, why don't you go ahead and put your Twitch handle in the chat? Let's show Leonard some love. Let's get this guy get this guy up and going. All right. Because Leonard, we're here for you. We're rooting for you, but I got to keep this show rotating. I love you, buddy. I'm going to talk to you soon. Get some more people coming in here. We got Pat coming in. He's a slow one. Gonna have to. I'll be on top of his ass. So, anyways, we got Sam Cotter in here. Sam, how you doing, brother?
What's up, dude? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Why don't you, for all the new people in here, why don't you go ahead and say where you hailing from and how old are you?
West Palm Beach, Florida, 33. I just wanted to drop in real quick. I saw you live, dude. Thanks for having me on last week, by the way. But
of course,
a lot of people could relate to what you were saying. You know, I mean, it's just a natural thing of we get discouraged. We, you know, especially with this live streaming or whatever, you know, this influencer culture is, right?
Yeah.
And I just wanted to pop in and say, hey, it's all about knowing the algorithm. If you're pursuing this dream, you got to know the algorithm, and it's ever evolving, right? So if you're going to research anything, if you're serious about it, look into the algorithm, look at, you know, what makes your visibility either increase or decrease. You know, I've known Jack since like 2005, went to high school with him.
A long time.
We weren't super tight, but Jack always had my respect because he's always been authentic. I mean, for people in here that don't know Jack, what you fucking see is what you get. And that's the fucking coolest thing. And we seem to be living in this. What's up?
I said, he ain't lying. Keep going.
I'm not.
My bad.
But no, you're good, man. We seem to be living in this age where even subconsciously, right, we're scrolling through fucking news feeds all day. And even in the back of our heads, subconsciously, you know, nobody posts their fucking L's on Instagram or to their news feed. The people that do are fucking annoying. We don't follow them, right?
I have.
I have too, bro.
Real
bad fucking choice. Nope. It lost me some pussy too. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
what I'm getting at is basically lost a lot, dude.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting at is authenticity. If people will just fucking be themselves, you will find an audience that's gonna fuck with you and who, you know, your words resonate with. Don't try to be anybody else. It's fucking boring. It's outplayed. You see a lot of these people try to, you know, essentially take somebody's recipe.
I have anybody who ever hits me up to start a YouTube channel. I'm sure some of you guys are probably watching in here. The hardest thing is getting them to click on the video. So if you can learn how to do that, but the most important thing is like you said, like not just being yourself, but when you do something or in any business, right? Like, so the restaurant we work at, me and Taco, like their food is fucking top notch. Okay. They're going to deliver the food. All right. So you could kind of suck as a waiter or bartender because the food's that good. But now if you're actually cool with them and then you deliver the food on top of that, it's like they're coming back for sure. So it's the same shit with fucking any of this YouTube video stuff. It's like if I make a video titled, you know, car payments are crazy. We better be talking about fucking car payments. I'm talking like the whole video better be about that. Otherwise, I'm not gonna deliver. There's no delivery on the subject. So that's basically all it is like if you're gonna talk about some shit, you know, have a strong opinion about it. Don't half-ass it. Nobody likes just one butt cheek, okay? Especially if you're an ass man. Let's be real, you know. So yeah, I agree with you. And another thing too. Last thing on this, we're gonna shut up about geek. What is that? Baseball talk or something. If you are doing the YouTube stuff, it's important when you export your videos. Before you post them, when you export them in the spot where it says the title of your video, you need to put as many words in that title as possible. Sam taught me this. So if you're talking about buying a house, you need to put any word that has to do with housing market, rent, HOA, fucking economy, inflation.
Mortgage.
You need to put every word, mortgage rates, first time home buyer. You need to put every fucking word you can inside of the video title, not on YouTube, but when you export the video. And it's like save your video. Yeah, the file name. You need to fill that motherfucker up with keywords. Anyways, we'll shut up about that. Okay, I think we got a little.
I'm gonna shut up about it. I don't have too much time, anyways. I got a fucking 8-month pregnant fiance. But I'll tell you this last thing before you kick me.
You got
share this shit. It supports Jack. Jack's on a mission.
Oh,
Jack's
thank
good
you. I
people.
appreciate you, brother.
Love you guys. Have a
All
great
right,
rest of
Sam.
your weekend.
I'll see you,
Later.
brother. All right, let's get some more people in here.
Good evening,
Alberto.
there, Jack. How
Oh,
you doing?
we got Pat in here. Pat, it's been a long time. I haven't talked to you in a while. How you been, brother?
Oh, not too bad. Mr. Taco, how are you?
Good to hear from you again, Pat.
Good. Yeah, guy from the other room.
Yeah, I'm in the same room this time.
Yeah, that was a long
cool.
running joke.
No,
in the
how you
other
guys
room.
been doing?
We've been really good, man. Actually, so for everybody new in here, Taco's going to be joining me on the lives from here on out. And I'm kind of just showing him right now because I don't have the setup. I'm getting geeky again here. But basically, he's going to help me run the lives, and he's going to be in charge of the chat and popping up your guys' stuff like I keep missing like this. Because I like to keep you guys engaged, and you guys leave good comments. I like to keep that going, but it's hard for me to do this and this at the same time. So I'm going to bring him in. He's going to help me out with some stuff, some editing. And that way, when I'm making some serious quiche, we both don't have to have jobs. So, because me and Taco, we've always worked together since skateboarding. We met through skating, and that was like we had the same goal. And then even jobs. How many jobs have we had together now? 5. Yeah, we've worked at 5 different places together. So it's like we may as well just keep it fucking going, do our own damn. I mean, I'm gonna do this anyways, but I was telling him, I said, look, dude, I'm going to end up hiring somebody anyways. You may as well just get on in here and just learn. And I can't pay you immediately. But once you know what you're doing 6 months from now and the money's right, and you'll be worth what you're worth. And then we'll be chilling.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. It's like Johnny Carson and Ed McMahon.
Exactly.
That's the way that works.
Yeah. So that's good. So Pat, for everybody new in the chat, how old are you and where are you living at?
55 and outside of Philadelphia.
Okay, that's awesome. And
That's
what was your
Pennsylvania, not Philadelphia, Mississippi.
Okay,
gotcha. I haven't been down there yet, so. But I know there's one.
So, if you don't mind, what have you done for money throughout your life? What's been your main gig?
I worked for the banks when I was young until they were all gone. That was Jimmy Carter's recession.
Okay.
They basically destroyed the banks, and the Fed came in there and wrote some kind of a law. Congress passed a law.
So when you worked for the bank, what exactly did you do at the bank? Like if you could bullet point for us, just like simple, like what was your main job at the bank there?
I just processed payments. That's all to insurance companies. You name it, whatever account we had, all that stuff goes to a PO box, and then out of the PO box to us, and then they have a mail room that opens it up and takes it out, and I process their payment.
All right, so I'm assuming once the internet came through, that kind of wiped out most of that work.
No, the internet is useful one way. We were making telephone calls, direct connections. Back then, so in the 70s.
Oh wow!
And, so that's not new. You just have someone else to connect to, like a bank in another state, or even in the same state or city, or overseas. And the only thing that I found kind of odd that I think it was 79. The federal government passed, the Congress passed a law. Carter signed that, and it gave them, the Fed, authority to open up your safety deposit box, which I thought was a Fourth Amendment violation.
So let me get this straight. You can, they could just go into my PO box if I have a PO box now?
No, your safety deposit box at the bank.
Oh, your safety deposit box. My bad.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, opening up your PO box, it could be empty. So
they they could just go into your safety deposit box without your
consent. That's right.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to get one of those ever.
But here's
I'm
the
not
thing.
going to do that.
I didn't know. I thought safety deposit boxes were kind of relatively small. but there are warehouses around the city of Philadelphia or inside the city of Philadelphia where their safety deposit box has two cars in it. I mean, they're up on like wooden blocks.
So that's just like a
That's
storage
big
unit,
ass.
basically.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, but they're pulling out this old book where everything is written in like the I say like 1920 since the bank opened, and they have what was the car in I think Goldfinger, where Goldfinger was driving around it. The drivers.
I can't remember what that car is called.
Aston Martin.
No. I've seen some sports cars, but this is a much longer Dusseldorf or some crap like that, and all their wheels are taken off, and I'm kind of looking underneath, and you can tell who owns it because there's a plate there in brass on the doors, and I'm like, wow, it just took me off my job, and now I'm doing this. That's crazy. I'm calling people from overseas, and during the daytime here is the nighttime over there. So, and I'm giving them a heads up. They have to call back, and I'm getting nothing but lawyers' offices. Now, those people had not been in a safety deposit box, especially one with the cars, for probably 70, 80, 90 years.
Jesus
There's
Christ.
seals on the door that are in wax.
I didn't even know these places existed. All right. Oh, we lost Pat there. All right, let's go over. What's up, Danny? How you doing, brother? Where you? We got Scotland in the house here. Can you hear me?
Hey, I can hear you. How are you?
I'm good. For all the newcomers here, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Where you living and how old are you?
I'm in Brooklyn, and I'm 42.
42, Brooklyn, man. You from
Yeah.
Scotland, right? That's
Yeah,
awesome,
that's
man.
right.
Hold on.
Originally from Scotland. Yeah.
Hold on. I wanna address Alberto real quick before I get back to you. Alberto, can you hear me, brother?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. For all the new people watching, why don't you go ahead and how old are you? Where are you hailing from, brother?
26 in Chicago.
Well, that's right. The Windy City Bandit, my man.
That's right.
Awesome, man. So, what are you doing for work again?
Customer service. I work remote, and then I do DJing on the side.
Dude, DJing's awesome. Remember when Eric used to DJ? Yeah, my cousin, one of our like best friends, he was DJing for a while. We lived out in LA, and now he lives in Detroit. And I keep telling him, I'm like, because he got a second job, he's doing construction, and I know he doesn't want to do any of that shit. And I'm like, why don't you DJ again? At least you enjoyed that. But apparently, some areas, and he's like, I don't want to play certain music, and I guess I can understand that. But what can you make DJ, and like what's like your average gig that you could pull? Like how much?
It definitely varies. I mean, I did weddings, I did
What's
bars.
your like average doing it at a bar or something like that?
How much
like,
I make?
Yeah, like what do they pay you for this?
Not much. Especially because like around here in Chicago, it's very like it's oversaturated. You know, it's like probably you could probably make like a couple $100 if you're lucky a night. It depends, like, you know, and how popular you are. If you have like a following on social media, I was lucky enough because I knew like an owner of a bar, and he's like, yeah, he wanted me to DJ one night, and then he knew other owners too, so kind of got the hookup like that
Okay.
without a social media following, luckily. But I just do it on the side. I don't. It's not really my career, you know.
Well, I
I
mean
want to
that's
be more
fine, but
to.
I mean but it's something fun to do. I mean, how
Absolutely.
many people out there just work a job they fucking hate and put their hobbies to the wayside? I mean, for real though. You know, I'm guilty of it. You know, I'm sure a lot of people are guilty of it. So I think it's good to have something you're doing. I wouldn't downplay it, man. Not you know how many people would probably like to go DJ and they just don't even give it a go. It's like, so that's cool though. I mean, dude, you could make an extra, if you could make an extra $200 a week playing music at a party. I don't know. Sounds pretty good to me, you know?
I want to like get more into producing though, like actually make music and stuff like that. I'm kind of self-teaching myself and just like want to make my own sounds, but it's problem is time.
Oh yeah, my cousin's a producer. He just actually got signed to a small label. It's not like he didn't get a huge advance, but it's like the split's really good. And for anybody who doesn't know about the music business, it is like very cutthroat. If you're like signing to a label or something, and it's really hard to pop off in the music game. Just being independent, that shit is like, man, it is so difficult. But you know what? I think you should still make it. And producing your own music takes a lot of fucking equipment, a lot of shit. And I could hook you up. Anybody who has any music questions, go ahead, and I'm actually going to type it into the chat. I'm going to put my cousin's info in here. You go ahead and Alberto, I'll let him know you're going to hit him up. And I'm sure he wouldn't mind geeking out, telling you some shit.
Okay.
I just typed it in the chat. It's air.ic, like air.ic. It's like Eric, but he's tried to be slick with it.
Cool.
So, but yeah, he's built it up. He's built his own studio. He's been doing it for like 10 years. So,
Alberto, how long you been DJing?
What's up?
How long have you been doing this?
A couple years.
Okay, sounds about right.
Probably like 2020. I bought a mixer just because I was bored at the pandemic, and then just like sorry, I'm still kind of sick, so sorry if my voice kind of sounds shitty.
All right. No, it's okay. Just ruining everybody's night. It's fine. I'm joking.
It's a couple years, and then I got my own decks and stuff like that, and I also play on turntables as well.
Nice.
Okay, you play like you actually use vinyl?
Yeah, I have a ton of vinyls. I have like a whole bookshelf.
Dude, all you got to do is tell when you hit my cousin up, which I highly recommend you should. You tell him you spin vinyl, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, you're my guy," because he's so old school, man. He's like the analog kid. He's getting new school with it just because you have to. This guy wants to know what kind of music you generally play.
Electronic, house, trance, Euro stuff. I play requests, depends, what people want to listen to.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you want to man this, you can talk, like give it a little swirl. All right. Get this out of here. All right, Daxie, brother, can you hear me?
Yo, what's up? You hear me?
Oh yeah, loud and clear. So where you how old are you? Where are you hailing from, my man?
30 from Cleveland. Dirty 30. Red leather.
Dirty 30, baby. Okay. They used to call me Cincinnati Slim.
Oh, okay.
No, they never said that. It is a cool name, though. I will say that.
Yeah, that's cool.
At least I think so. And that's all that matters. I'm just joking. So 30 from Cleveland. That's Ohio, right?
Yeah.
All right. Just making sure.
Could
have been. That's cool, man. So what are you doing? What are you doing for the dollars, man?
Well, I kind of I ain't working like 10 years. I was actually I was outside busking when LeBron was here and the Cavs and shit. So I made a boatload then, and I do like a little bit of recording and stuff on the side. And then I decided to get a union job with like a small chain grocery shop. So the union take care of a lot of that, that extra end stuff that I couldn't do just getting, free load money with no tax. So
you just get free money, no tax, just chilling.
Well, yeah, like for like 10 years I did. Yeah, like when busking outside, going to like different events, playing and stuff, just straight.
Oh, that's sick.
Cash apping, like just tips, all that kind of stuff.
So you mean you were doing like street performing?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, that was the disconnect. Okay, so I'm so curious about this.
Yeah.
So street performing, what exactly would you do street performing? And also, two-part question. What would be like a good day money, and then what's a bad day of money?
Depends on, your quality, to be honest. And, family friendly events, all that kind of stuff. But like a real good day, like Are you out there an hour, 30 minutes? I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking like you're grinding a full 7-hour, 8-hour shift.
I mean, oh no, some people hit it off real quick, like 40 minutes of playing, just a quick set or do our set, made like $5,000 like that.
$5,000,
brother. But I'm saying is if you got the gigs. Everybody in my family have never done so well. I'm 30 years old, bought my house in cash, all kinds of shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
From street performing.
Yeah, but I did it a long time. I'm saying like NBA finals.
I got you.
LeBron James, packed house every night. People,
Gotcha. It's packed. Like
Friday, I just look at it like, well, I'm not trying to get paid every week. I look at it. You work 30 years at a job, you get paid every week. That's only like 1,560 times. I just keep the math simple.
Okay.
So
I like that.
Yeah. So I was just like, if I can get paid every day, 365, that's what I'm gonna do until I can secure. My brother played drums, I play guitar. We do all that kind of stuff, So we kept it cool. So many people want to do a label. We grew up like around MGK. I don't know if y'all familiar with
Machine
him.
Gun Kelly?
Yeah, from Cleveland and stuff. So like we've seen how people come up and stuff, and everybody still kicks it together down here. It's a nice, Cleveland cool. A lot of people be trying to dog Cleveland, but it's a nice little hidden secret out here.
I believe it. So you would focus on like big events basically.
Yeah, but I'm saying that if it's a sold out concert and I'm a cool ass little rock band outside after a nice ass concert and a bunch of people come out, you know what I'm saying? And it's a packed house of 20,000. If half of people give me $1, if a quarter of people give me $1, $5, 20, 100, it's like, imagine 52 Fridays, 52 Saturdays. I'm not,
Wow.
Those kind of nights, like it's just like bartending. I got a bunch of bartender friends,
Yeah, I bartended a long time. Yeah.
It's, it's like how the crowds is quick. You come in.
Yeah, because you could bartend. Like for instance, I bartended at a place where a great night's $200, and then I bartended at another place. Totally different story. A great night's like $1,000.
Yeah, but when
because the volume of people,
right?
Yeah.
And it's when you don't look like you on drugs or this, that, you got your shit together. And you're cool with the cops. This, like, it's all about just how you move out here like that.
That's crazy. I've never heard this in my life.
People out there in New York, they be doing. I know people out in New York making a killing. Like from like a couple years ago, maybe post COVID and stuff. But
it's just
you're
crazy.
the second guy I know that does this.
Yeah.
Okay, Danny, what guy do you know, and is he making serious coin? Because this is very interesting.
The gentleman that I know that was a busker, he is actually the father of my daughter's friend, and he was doing it in the subway. He told me for many years, and that's how he made a living. And I guess now he does something. I guess he still works in music, but he made enough to live in New York, so he must have been making it some decent amount of money because it's expensive to live here,
Well, what's crazy is because, like, when you go to LA, or like when we lived in LA, me and him, we'd go to Venice, and there's be these dudes throwing on full-blown street shows, doing backflips and shit.
Right.
Not just basic backflips either. Like we're talking, like the Harlem Globetrotters of gymnastics, if that makes any sense. Like crazy shit, like very, very talented, and they'd get a packed. Just the street would just be lined up around them. And now that I think about it, they were probably making some serious quiche. Because when you think, and now that I really think about it, like I interviewed this homeless guy. I've helped him out a bunch because he's not one of these homeless dudes that are like fucked up all the time. They're just like, it's like a regular guy down on his luck type of homeless guy. And I interviewed him once. I brought him to the crib, and he told me that he wants to work. He's been through the process of like getting a job, working it, and he makes more money panhandling because he doesn't spend it on drugs. He's like, dude, I want to work. because he's still relatively young and he has a trade. He's an HVAC. He's a handy guy.
That's good.
But he's, he's older, so he's probably like mid-50s. And he's like, every time I get a job, they want to pay me like 17 an hour, 20 an hour. And he's like, I'm going to make more than that on the street. And he's not even dancing or performing. So that kind of makes a lot of sense. You're actually doing something for the money. So yeah, I had no idea, dude. That's fucking crazy. You have any idea?
I recently saw guys that were doing like bucket drumming, like they were going in between cars in traffic and just playing on the drums.
Chicago be doing that, yeah.
That's
where I'm from.
Chicago. Yeah. No, because like they be coming up to Cleveland trying to, it'd be like it'd be gangs and stuff out here. A lot of people get pimped out like that though too. You'd be surprised.
Really?
Like people,
so what do you mean?
Like kids, say like kids trying to sell T-shirts after like a NFL game of like a sports team.
Gotcha.
Like the gangs will take them city to city to sell T-shirts of that team. You know what I mean? And they'll be pimping out their sons and kids and stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah, just to get by and stuff. It's when you do like street life like that, you see things that like, whoa.
Yeah, you never even knew that was going on.
I had no idea that you could.
I mean, they don't even know they being pimped out like that. They just know this is my dad and
that's
this
normal. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, my dad had me working early for his company.
Yeah.
I thought he was paying me great, but little did I know, I was his little Mexican,
I mean, my dad had like a commercial cleaning company, and then we started doing our thing outside, and then he's like, oh yeah, I can't do that. We just,
he's like, well, I cannot pay you $5,000 every Saturday. So
I'm saying after like a football game, 80,000 people, and they bring home a W, like, yeah, we eating for, the month. Like,
yeah, this guy had a good one. He goes, it's almost easier to make the coin in one day compared to just going and grinding. Yeah, I mean, the times are, not a bad idea. There's a guy out here on the corner by my crib, and he's selling water. And he's been out there so many days in a row that I have my own water. I said, fuck it. I said, I rolled down my window. I said, give me a water, dude. Like, you're out here every day. Yeah. Like, and he's not just sitting there on the median. He's like holding it up, walking up and down. And he doesn't look like he's on drugs or anything. Looks like clean cut dude. I'm like, fuck it, give me a water, dude.
There's been I'm sorry to cut you. So there's been guys that recently like because if you hear the news, but Chicago had migrants coming in, and some of the migrants were selling like food and drinks on like the streets and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah.
Like in the summer,
they gotta make money somehow.
Yeah, because they don't have an identity. Like it's hard for them to get a job.
Yeah, it's gonna be a sticky situation.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
Right? Isn't it called like the underground economy, or like all of this trade that's going on off the books?
So I'm not sure, but you guys are in two areas, because I hear about this whole migrant thing in New York, and then also apparently it's in Chicago too.
Yeah.
Like, Danny, like, are you seeing that firsthand, or is that just kind of like just the news?
Yeah, it's very real. I saw it. There's people. It's really crazy. There's so many people coming here, and the authorities they're just mishandling everything, it seems.
Well, what about Chicago, Alberto? So is it like heavy duty?
Some areas, depends on the area. Some places they've been sleeping in like the police stations, like outside of the police stations, like in front of like a local community college around me. They were sleeping on the grass. Now they're in the gymnasium. But they've been like in the summertime, they were more active because it was like warmer. But now it's like now it's like kind of colder. So they're trying to build like they're looking for vacant properties. The city is looking for vacant properties so they could build like a big tent for them so they could house them so they could be warm in the winter.
Whoa.
Because if you ever been in Chicago, the winters here are rough.
Yeah, I heard it's like bone chilling. Like,
Yeah, wait till it's February or January. It gets cold, my man. It gets
Yeah, I'll
cold.
be sure. I'll be sure to never visit in those months ever. Summertime, you'll see me maybe. Tony Armstrong said that's why they won digital currency. Yeah, I'm a big cash dude. I try and spend cash a bunch, just to be, if all these people aren't spending cash, then it's just more of a reason to, get rid of it. So I'm kind of that one guy I try and always pay in cash, and you even do a great job at that too.
Yeah,
because we know it's like, I have a stupid saying where it's like, if cash is king, it's like off with his head. If the king's dead, what's next? So it's kind of a stupid analogy, but it does make sense though.
The UBI stuff. You believe that UBI stuff?
UBI. What does that mean?
Universal basic income.
Well, I'm going to read
kinda
this
stuff.
one real quick. Migrants get $2,200 a month from our government. I'm not sure if that's 100% true, but I do know they hand out free money and food stamps like candy in California. I do know that.
No, the migrants though.
I don't know about the migrants getting that kind of money a month, if it's true or not.
Can't
but
confirm that. I myself
yeah,
can't confirm that.
yeah, I don't know. If we had somebody in the chat who happens to be watching who can speak some broken English and fill us in on that, that'd be awesome.
I mean, I can just briefly. That's why they're all coming here. They open borders, and they're all not all of them. Not all of them are getting it though. There's a lot of people that are not getting it, but that's what they're guaranteeing to most
We got
immigrants now.
a lot of Ukrainians that came up.
Oh,
to,
that too. That
Cleveland.
too.
Yeah, we had a lot of Ukrainians come up, but it's always been a big. There's like a Ukrainian town in Cleveland in a certain suburb, so they got that was probably their easy chance to come with their families that's been over here.
That makes sense.
Most of them electricians. I work with a lot that's at the union. They do a lot of truck driving. They don't know no English. Jamaicans, everybody who's trucking don't know no English.
what's crazy is because me and Taco, we did probably 2016, 17 ish.
Okay.
We did Uber in LA, and it was like it was the gold rush of Uber though, where you could make like $1,200, $1,500 a week.
It was, yeah.
And it was like we were shocked because I actually did it because I was in between jobs just to have some money coming in. I had a nice savings, but I was like, let me just, until I get another gig. But then I was like, damn, I told him, I go, I'm actually making some pretty unrealistic money driving around, and I like people. Strangers is my specialty, so I'm just having a great time. I'm getting invited to parties and shit. I'm hooking up with had sex with this Chinese girl. I picked her up from a Target. I didn't know, this was my first Asian. I didn't even know.
That was all in your first 24 hours being there.
Yeah.
Right.
Where I was going with this, though, got a little off topic, is now every time we order an Uber or we happen to take one, it's don't speak any English. And if they do, it's very little. And the radio's always in another language when they pick me up. Always.
Actually, it's not even really on anymore because there's been scams that if you tell them to turn it on, they can actually charge you now.
To turn on the radio?
To turn on the radio.
Oh, they charge you for FM? Hell no.
Hey.
Yeah, so that's something I have noticed. I don't Uber a lot, but every time I do now, that's the only people willing to do it because they don't pay you like what we were making then. They're not fucking paying you that now.
The fee is still the same, though.
The fee is the same.
The driver just doesn't get paid that money anymore compared to what we were paying.
Because I was actually very shocked. And I didn't even do I didn't even go overboard. I was probably driving 40, 50 hours a week. But there was cats driving the maximum, and they were crushing it.
Yeah, I heard people crush that.
Yeah, $2,000 a week, crushing it. I didn't have it in me I really didn't care. I was like, this isn't a career for me. I'm gonna just do this till I get something like.
Yeah, you would just drive like 5 hours a day, make $150, $200 real quick in like 5-6 hours, and then you're done.
For anybody who's ever smoked any weed in their life, I was given a ride to these 3 people, and I could smell it. I was like, oh, they got some fucking skunk. It just stank. And I just look back and I'm like, I go, so I'm like, what are you guys packing? That is like ridiculous. And
probably some
the guy goes, the guy goes, "Have you ever heard of Bubba Kush?" I was like, "Yeah, like the weed." And he goes, "Yeah." Well, he goes, "This is Bubba," and I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "No, this is Bubba who invented the strain," and it really was. It was really fucking him. And yeah, I ended up hanging out with them for a little while. I clocked out. I took them to Venice, and I clocked out. I ended up smoking a joint with them.
Oh, that's
and
hard.
then I Googled him right then and there because I was like, "Come on, dude, you can't pull the sheep over the wool of the eyes of the cat skin." You know, like you ain't gonna fool me. It was him though. So that was really cool. So I got to meet a bunch of people. The guy who invented the game Minecraft.
No way. Okay.
I was driving some people to his private birthday party, which was in this like ultra mansion in the hills. And so the whole drive there, these people are like, "Man, you're so fucking dope, dude." He's like, "Let's see if we can get you in the party." So I pull up, I get up to the front door. I'm like, "Yo, this shit is nuts." And I was a little younger at this time, so I was like really about it. I was like, "Let's go in, fuck it." And I get up there, and the guy's like, "You on the list?" And then they all just looked at me. They're like, "Oh no, he's cool. He's our Uber driver. We don't know him." And he's like, so I didn't get into the party, but they did try. They did. So you got to meet a lot of people. That was cool.
I felt like 2015, 2016, that was like the last before LA started getting a little wild. I remember when I went there, it was just right on the border, but it was still like pretty safe. But now it's like, dang, all you hear is all these horror stories out there. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, you know what? I don't regret it at all. I had an amazing time.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak for Taco here, but I think we had a little too much fun.
Oh yeah, it was like being on. It was like being on vacation for 5 years.
It really
wasn't real life.
It really was.
Yeah, it's like not real life. Yeah, that's how I felt when I'm out there.
It was something I would never trade it in because of the age bracket. I went from 24 to 29 years old, and Taco was like 21 to, because you're what, 3 years younger than me. So,
nice.
We were in that perfect age bracket for that like kind of crazy whatever lifestyle. Chuck Nasty, my man, he's always in here. I know we still have to chop it up on the phone, brother. This guy goes, "If you don't have the Mexicanos doing the labor, they would pay more for the job. It's called capitalism. The market dictates the wages." Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, unfortunately, that's, I don't know how we're going to change any of that. And you know what, to be honest, most people don't even want to fucking do it anyways. So it's kind of like someone's got to do it. This guy goes, Jamie says, "I don't think anyone voted for this, but for some reason the federal government wants this to happen or it wouldn't be." I don't know exactly what he's saying.
Say nobody voted for this, like with immigrant. Like he's.
Oh yeah, okay. If that's what he's on, yeah, of course nobody
just
did.
Their agenda.
I mean, that's like in this documentary I watched. They had this. It's called the Mariel Boat Lift, where they just dropped a bunch of Cubans off, all up like a shit ton. I'm talking by the boat dozens into Florida in the 80s. And if you want a good documentary to watch, Cocaine Cowboys Reloaded, fucking awesome documentary. Like, that documentary set the standard for how documentaries are made nowadays. But it's just a good doc, and it's all South Florida stuff. But yeah, apparently, what's up?
1980s Miami just sounds like, because I watched Miami Vice, the original TV series, and the remake. That just, if I were to go back in time, I would just want to go back to the 80s, just how crazy it was.
If you could go on Tubi, it's free on Tubi. It's a free app. They got but watch the Cocaine Cowboys Reloaded. There's two versions. Reloaded. That's the important thing. What's up with these balloons and shit popping up in my face?
It's like a gift.
I think I'm frozen again. We're gonna have to
Did
fix
you
that.
grow up here in the 80s?
No, I'm 34. I was born in 89, so
caught the last year of it.
Yeah, I caught the tail end, but no, but in the documentary though, it's just sick because the visuals and like how many.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's like the first documentary to ever have like just nonstop new photos as they're talking. It's just constantly, and you're just like, yo, this is the best documentary I've ever seen. And it's a good watch. It's entertaining. I mean, who doesn't like crazy rich people dealing drugs in Miami? You know, it's kind of a weird romance with that, I guess. Yeah, so I didn't vote for any of this, but you know what? I don't want to be, if I go to another country, I'd like them to,
Right.
One thing I will say, I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way, but in Florida, there's a lot of people driving around, and in their rear view mirror, they'll have a flag hanging in there.
Oh
Like
yeah.
the Haitian flag, or they'll have like the Cuban flag.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I really kind of, I think to myself sometimes, I'm like, bro, you think I'm gonna move to fucking Cuba and just walk around, drive around with an American flag dangling in my fucking
I'll be
rear view
terrified.
mirror? I'm like, think of that for 1 second though. You know what I mean? Like, I know having like where you're from and all that, I get that, but that's one thing I can say that I don't really care for. I could give two shits if anybody comes to America. It's like, just at least like fucking, Arnold Schwarzenegger lives here, and he's all like, America's the best. I can't do a good Arnold impression, but
He's the governor of California.
yeah, but he's like, he's gonna wear the American flag. He's not gonna be walking around with a fucking
Get to the chopper
Australian flag.
now.
Yeah, exactly.
See, there's that impression.
There he is.
There it
Thank
is.
you. Thanks for the
If you come
$2.
here, you're supposed to be invested in here, right?
I'm a cop, you idiot.
Yeah. Thanks, Rational.
Put the cookie down now.
Oh, come on.
Oh, Jingle All the Way.
Put the cookie down.
Yeah,
That was
Put
a
the
great
cookie
movie.
down.
Sinbad. Yeah, Sinbad was in that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was him and Sinbad. Yeah, that was like one of my favorites.
Yeah,
Quick question here from Steve Fanslow. $5. Appreciate that. 5 hot ones. Hey, Talk, you mind pouring me up a little ginger ale in that cup there, boy? Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, while you're at it, can you you fold my laundry while you're back there? I'm just playing. Because I already did. No, you do not have to be a YouTuber to join this stream. That's the difference between me and all these other people on the internet. I wanna talk to regular people. And I don't mean just regular people like that. I mean, it's kind of like
I'm like a 2-week-old subscriber.
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
3
Like,
weeks.
it doesn't matter to me if you're a YouTuber or a plumber or a fucking street performer who's made more money than most people would ever make, buying houses in cash. Doesn't matter who you are. You could hop on the stream. I'll actually put a link in the chat for
You remind me of all my old Italian friends over here in Little Italy that we guys. Oh, this guy's too funny, man.
Yeah, I get that all the time. People think I'm from New York.
Yeah,
yes. I just go with it now. If it's a stranger, they'll be like, "You from New York?" I just go, "Yeah, Lower East Side, Chinatown. What's up?" And I got my chopsticks on me. What's good, baby? And I just kind of roll with it now. I don't even argue with it anymore. And this is different. I gotta be honest.
You have that city boy kind of thing. You have that city boy kind of aura.
Yeah. I sound more like my dad than my mom, but my mom was from Detroit and my dad was from Chicago. So I sound definitely more like my dad, and I look fucking just like him. We're like twins. He's like the fatter version of me.
You definitely look like a guy from Southern California.
Yeah, that's funny because I did live there.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I lived in Long Beach, California, which is LA County, for 5 years.
Nice.
I was I don't regret it at all. I mean, it's funny because when I first moved out there, I had a bunch of kind of family in my ear because I had a bunch of money stacked up.
Yeah.
And they were like, you could put a down payment on a house. And I was like, yeah, but I could go fucking blow it all in LA, and which wasn't my intention. I was always good with money, but when shit hits the fan, you got to do something. I mean, what's the money for? What am I just going to go? No, doesn't exist. Jack is hood rich. Same here. Yes, I am. I am though. It's kind of like I'm not rich, but I'm not broke.
Right.
I guess that's middle class now. Is hood
I'm not
rich.
broke. I eat a lot of spaghetti.
Yeah, I'm not broke. I just eat a lot of spaghetti.
Cup noodles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. You know what? It's everything's cool. We're making the best of it. Just like let me see here 1 second. Like Dax, or you go by Daxy, or you like Dax? What do you?
Doxy.
Doxy?
Yeah.
with an O. Okay, my bad. I can't read. Doxy Brown, my man.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm having a brain fart. What was I just gonna say?
I remember you said your pops got dementia. My grandma, she passed at like 94, but like her last, say, 7 years she was in a dementia home. I used to have a ball up there. I go up there with the acoustic, just try to get people moving.
It's definitely trippy when you go in there. And it's funny. I actually don't know if I told you guys this, but I went there about 2 weeks ago. I get a call in the morning, and I'm thinking my dad's in this old people home. It's all peaceful. Everyone's in wheelchairs and shit. He's good.
Right.
Well, it turns out they get into scraps there, and these old people with dementia like to fight. And so my dad's one of those guys who's just been a major shit talker his whole life. And his name's Mark, so I always said he's all Mark, no bite. Like, he'll talk mad shit, but he ain't gonna do nothing about it. So he talked shit to the wrong guy because this dude straight cracked him over the head with a cane. I'm not kidding you. They call me and they're like, yeah, so your dad got into a bit of an altercation with his roommate, and he's okay, but we are taking him to go get staples in his head. And I was like, is that bad? She's like, yeah, it's pretty bad, but he's okay. So I go there and I'm thinking it's chill, but he had a fucking gash about this thick and like this long, and he's older, so the skin breaks easier when you're older. But I'm telling you, man, this guy got him good.
Man, he's the UFC champ for that place, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
and here's the funniest part is about 2 weeks before that, some other guy got into a fight with that dude who hit my dad, and my dad actually pulled the dude off of him and kind of saved him.
Okay.
So I was like, and the even funnier part is since he was my dad's roommate, I was hooking this guy up. He doesn't have any kids. Ain't nobody visiting this fucking guy.
Yeah.
So I'd show up and I'd bring an extra little cheeseburger from McDonald's.
Yeah, donuts, whatever.
Yeah. And this guy's like, oh my God, thank you. No one's I haven't had a cheeseburger in 3 years, And so, now when I walk through, I just look at him. I go, you fucked all that up, man. You could have had it all. All right. I could have been the son you never had, bro.
Right.
But you had to go fuck it up. And he's tried to talk to me a few times, but as much as an asshole my dad can be, it's still my pops, and I don't know this fucking guy. I'm just like, you fucked up, dude. No more soda for you. No more cheeseburgers. You're done. Anyways, this guy Gabriel Gomez goes, Jack has the general Chicago City accent. A segment of people from there have a NYC style accent. A lot of New Yorkers migrated from Chi-Town from there back in the day. Yeah, I mean, that's sound how I sound. So, I'm cool with it. Tony,
another Sean Penn one.
Yeah. Oh, I always get Sean Penn all the time.
Oh, it's the hair. It's the hair.
Yeah, it's probably the hair. The pointy face. Yeah. Tony Armstrong, long time. One of my day ones here. He goes, Jack, you look like a cross between Sean Penn and Christian Slater. Fourth cousins. I'll take it. I'll take whatever I can get. All right. All right. How far along are we in here? We're at the 2-hour mark. Okay. I think it's about time. Talk, you got anything to say?
No, just great meeting all of you guys.
I think we had a really good
Doxy, do you
stream.
have any Instagram, anything?
Oh no, I stay pretty low key. I got like Instagram and stuff, but I take a lot of stuff off like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just trying to support if you're still doing anything like that.
Oh yeah, it's just like just independent type stuff. They keep it on there because it's like we would go to LA, we'll meet somebody, we'll get right in front of their house and play, and they'll come out and we meet them. They take care of us for like a month. We used to do like wild stuff like that.
Hey man,
to really fill people out and stuff.
That's wild.
Oh, yeah. I'm really glad you came on and shared all that. I mean,
yeah, no
idea about any of this.
Yeah, but it's just like but if you're like a builder want to do the DJing, man, get out there after Lollapalooza, set up your shit, learn how to do all that, and you'd be surprised if you ain't doing nothing that day. Get out the turntables and pull it out and just entertain people. People want to have a good time, and the thing is, you don't ever want to take that part of America out. Like everybody's just scared when they walk on the street, afraid of this, afraid of that. Like, you You gotta fight for some of your freedoms out here. Little stuff like that matters, you know. That's
Yeah,
all.
I'm just doing it for like I just do it because I enjoy it. I'm not really trying to make a career out of it.
Yeah, for
If it
sure.
happens, then yeah, hell
Yeah, that's
yeah.
how I'm like career. That's like, you know, it's internet. You want to be on the internet every day. You want to, you know, it's just like whatever your your paper trail want to be. Your kind of success for sure.
I might have to try and do that as like a social experiment, maybe even just for some good content. Just pull up somewhere that's packed, bring my own fucking mic and speaker, and just start doing stand up. Just fuck it, see what happens.
I'm saying after like in Cleveland, if you did that like after the David Chappelle show, you'd be fine. You would have a good time. You get a good audience. Yeah. I mean, 40, 30 minutes, like people just walk into their car. It's not like you're going to be out there 8 hours. Like, help me, please help me. You know,
I'm just kind of, I'm honestly just curious to see if I was up there, because usually I'm able to hold people's attention in real life and apparently on the internet. Like, I'm able to just do it and they want to keep talking to me or they want to keep listening. So I'm curious to see if I just go fucking set. We should really, I'm actually going to try that. That'd be funny. Yeah, that would be
up for the streets.
Just random as fuck. Because Dave Chappelle actually used to do that.
Oh, no, really?
Before he was big time. I'm going to end on this note.
Yeah, hold on. I wanted to tell you one thing is that, you know what? There's something about you is that you're authentic. And so I know that with that, you're going to go far with it because it's like you're very genuine. You understand what I mean? So
there's a lot of hocus, not hocus pocus, but there's a lot of people who make videos and shit. I mean, you got to remember from acting and Hollywood and all that, you really don't know these people's lives. But I've noticed when I find people in their channel, there's like there's a wall there. They're really it's you never really get to know who they are. It's kind of they're just strictly business. So I understand what you mean because I open up, I let you know who I am. I'm not clean cut, polished. If I fuck up, you know, I can't read. You know, just little shit that most people, if they were to do one of my videos, they would have to cut everything out. Like if they mess up a word, they're like, "Oh, I can't mess up anything. I got to be perfect and all this shit." So, yeah, because if people just put their first take out there, it'd be, you know, honestly, it'd probably be better. But anyways, I appreciate that, Danny. And last thing, Dave Chappelle, though, he used to in New York, he would just go up at like a park, like a packed park, and he would literally just set up and just start doing stand up, and he would just do it for as long as he fucking had to, and it wasn't even for the money. He was just doing it to get good at it because it was hard to get stage time, and so he would just set up in the park and just go. And that's why, like, now he'll go do 4 hours at an open mic. He's like, I was doing that in a park. He's like, I was doing this shit in a fucking park just for 3 hours straight. And he'd have a new group of people. And he'd be like, some people would come. Next thing you know, the same group of people are there for like 30 minutes. He's like, I couldn't believe it. But anyways, we do a little thing here. Doxy, before you go, what's your goal for the next year? If you had to do one thing that you want to accomplish in the next year, what would it be?
Probably just try to make some good investments. I put like a lot of money into Rumble, to be honest.
Well, that's smart. Oh, like Rumble the actual stock?
Yeah, I made a good flip on it earlier when I caught it for like $5 and it jumped up to like 14.
Okay.
And I got in like, you know, a while ago. So I just think they're in political time. Like people are going to lose their marbles and they're going to have to go to Rumble and talk that talk.
Oh yeah. I actually was telling Taco we need to, because I'm trying to expand. So I'm kind of like, okay, I need to start taking it serious and building up all these other things. That's a great idea. I might actually throw some fucking money in Rumble now that I think about it. All right, Danny, what's your goal for the next year? If you had to do one thing that you want to accomplish for the next year, what would it be?
I just want to stay alive.
All right.
Live.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Yeah, that'd be great.
Good man. All right. Last but not least, Alberto, what's your goal for the next year, brother?
Hopefully travel, you know, good vibes only, and stay healthy, and just keep your head up, you know.
All right, sounds good. I appreciate everybody here. I'm going to say my goal. My goal for the next year is to be a full-time video maker guy, and I'm hoping within the next year I'm able to at least book a stand-up show. That's kind of my main. I did one the other night, but like actually book something.
Yeah.
That's kind of always been something I've never accomplished, like actually making money from going on stage. So that's like a goal of mine, and just to be full-time with making videos in general. So that's my goal. Talk, you want to end us out here? Like goal for your next one goal in 1 year, what would it be?
Would just be keep moving on forward. I'm jumping on board with this guy here, so basically just the most I could help out here and really see this take this as far as it can go.
Damn right.
That's what I'd like to be in the next year.
I
But a year goes by fast, as we know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lord knows it.
It's already
all right, guys.
almost over.
Hey, hell of a talk. I appreciate everybody in here. Thanks for
Red leather.
Red leather, baby.
Yeah,
Call me crazy. I appreciate everybody in here. Solid talk as always. Thanks for all the donations. Really means everything to me. Anyways, guys, hell of a night. Hell of a night. Good talk.
All right, y'all. Be easy.
See you.
Peace.